questions required.
I don't need promises. I need options. Linceks AI platform showed me real funding choices. Now I can cover payroll, handle taxes, and go after growth opportunities without the daily stress.
Up to $5 million with funding in as fast as 24 hours. No upfront costs. No prepayment penalties. Start ready, stay ready. Lenseek.com. LENDSEEK.com.
You already listen to 96.5 The Fan, but are you following us? Our Instagram is loaded with show clips, breaking news, mock drafts, and content you can't get on the air, like Thy Royal Decree and Chiefs Take Tuesday. Go to Instagram, search for The Fan 965, and hit that follow button. If you don't do this immediately, Dusty has threatened to do a photo shoot in a bathing suit. Kansas City's FM sports station, 96.5 Burns Hot Stove Show. Thursday nights starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan. KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Oh, the day has finally come. The day has arrived. The single greatest collegiate sports day of the entire year.
Woo, yes.
I know that I'm hard.
Come on,
absolutely.
baby.
No denying it. 82 degrees today.
Dude, it's perfect.
Screams patio.
Yes.
Screams cocktails.
Mhm.
Screams college basketball. And you don't have to move.
Over under 11:30 patio Surfside.
That's a
Two games will be
So
on.
the first game started like 11:15.
Yeah, I think the 11:15 next game's like 11:30. You know how it goes. First 4 games are all on within 90 minutes of each other.
Moses.
Exactly.
Yeah. Vampire.
Scary man.
Yeah. Really?
Really?
I think that might be my favorite part
That's
of
a
those
good
videos.
part. Really?
Vampire. Traitor. Moses. If you know, you know. Under.
Yeah, that's fair. It's right there. You know, it's right on the line.
Well, the other thing too is I've got a couple of buddies. One guy is like,
Absolutely.
he's like, and we're all downtown Lee Summit guys, and he's like, I gotta be on like a FaceTime call between 3 and 4.
Ooh.
And I was like, gotcha. I was like, I gotcha. Okay. And then my other buddy, he's just easily tempted. I'll be like, dude, it's gonna be 81 tomorrow. No, it's not. I'm like, yeah, dude,
no, dude, it is.
100%. And then I'm like, and then wait till we get to Saturday and Sunday where it's gonna be almost 90.
God.
Like they're
It's
calling for like
incredible.
90 degrees on Saturday. 89 is what I saw last night. I don't know, man.
It's like 0 degrees.
I've
Whipping
died
winds.
and gone to heaven.
Yeah.
I got the tournament of college basketball, 85 degrees, March.
Yeah. Mother Nature knew. They know what's going on. They listen. They're ready.
I just don't. I know that this is why I think this is what can make this tournament fun, is because as the tournament has grown and as the youth has gotten older, because I am interested, how many people print off a bracket
Mm.
and how many people use their phone. My stepdad, technology guy.
He's still printing it though.
No.
He's phone.
I said, you going to print off your bracket? He goes, oh, I'll just use my phone. I'm like, look at you. Because I didn't know if there were people that actually still.
I mean, Drew.
Yeah,
He's got
he's a
notes.
traditionalist.
Which I love it.
Yeah,
I love the pen and paper.
Yeah.
If someone handed me one, I'd do it.
Like, do you still use your, do you still read the newspaper?
No.
You just read the articles.
Yeah.
You go to the cliques.
For the cliques.
That's right.
Now I will say,
Yeah.
paper book though. I want
The paperback?
I want a physical book. Yeah, preferably paperback, but I
yeah.
want a physical
You
book.
don't use like a Kindle Fire or whatever they're called?
No, or like I know, the new iPhones, you can get you can pay for a nice app that has the reading technology. Like I'm good. Like,
you like to flip the page?
Yes, I'd like to flip the page. I like to crease the page in the corner to leave my mark. Yes, I like all that sort of stuff.
You don't like to use a bookmark?
Sometimes.
All right.
Yeah, no, my pages be bent for sure.
Oh. Is that like a book thing? My pages be bent?
My pages be bent.
Get bent.
Okay.
913, then it's 50 again on Sunday. See, I'll take that, though. It's
That's
as long as it's not
fine.
going to be, 50's great.
Yeah, when I say we've made it,
Yeah.
right?
No, we're
that
here.
means we don't have to worry about looking outside and being asinine takes that this team didn't belong in the tournament. But what I learned yesterday is that when I look at a team in this tournament, maybe look and see where they're playing in the region. I totally botched it that they were playing in Dayton. So I feel there's two things. One, I want to blame myself because I thought SMU would just mollywop them and just be like, dude, you'll see, like, they're not a good team. Their conference sucks. They beat a lot of nobodies, and everybody wants to give them credit because they had this great run.
Yeah, we were talking the 9.5.
Yeah. And I mean, I did it. If I need to show the receipt, I mean, I definitely alt spread it to 11.5 SMU before the game, 100%.
Yeah.
And then we get to trivia last night, and my buddy's like asking me about what I put on the game. And I was like, I bet the over, and I bet 11.5 alt spread SMU. And I got that like quick, like, what? And then he like looks up, he goes, oh, I forgot they were playing in Dayton. And it was like the worst thing you could have heard. And I was like, oh gosh, man, that's right. They're just down the street. They've got the Speedo swim trunk guys coming down.
What's the biggest advantage in sports? Home in college basketball.
Yeah. So that's the first realization. The second realization is they still suck. They played a home game. They didn't prove anything to me. That literally did not prove anything to me. And like their coach is like taking this whole like, we feel like we were like let down and let out. We're here.
Yeah, he's
I'm like,
doing
no,
that.
you played a home game, dude. You didn't. Now you're going to play Tennessee.
I was going to say.
And I'm going to put it on your Vols.
Let's hope.
And if they screw this one up, Mac, this will be the fourth time I bet Tennessee men's basketball.
And you'll never do it again.
And the previous 3 times, they have absolutely slapped me across the face.
Sounds right.
And I'm going to talk to Ron Slay today,
Absolutely,
and so are you
we
at
are.
8
Yes.
o'clock. Big Ron Slay joining the show.
Come on, big play Slay.
And I'm going to come with this energy. And I'm going to say to him, if Tennessee can't do this, Ron, we've got issues with your alma mater. And he's going to go, I bet he agrees.
Oh, he will absolutely agree.
They shouldn't be on the same floor with Tennessee.
Yes,
so this
100%.
whole win last night for Miami of Ohio, you can call me a hater. I hated on myself first to make it sound better to you. Like, I was an idiot. I didn't know it was in Dayton, Ohio. I should have known. If I'd have known that, there's no alt spread, I'm probably taking SMU money line. Even though I still know it's in Dayton, Ohio. But I wouldn't have thought they'd have gotten blown out. But I wasn't like, it wasn't a strawberry pie that moved the needle for Jerry like it was for me to watch that game and go, huh, are they? No, they're not. They're not. They're not real. Tennessee will win that game. And I'll look and see.
We should.
I'll look and see what your alma mater's line is. I'm going to guess it's somewhere around 9.5.
Got to see where the game is. Where
Exactly. Thank you. Because I just said.
Yeah, we just did this, right?
Look where the damn game is, idiot. Tennessee by 9.5.
The Midwest region. I can't remember where they're playing because we know
they're not in St. Louis, are they?
No, because that's where Missouri's at, and they're in the West.
Okay.
So the Midwest is. We'll look that up, but I'll find that. We'll get a spread. We'll get a location in time for Ron Slay at 8:00 sharp, baby. I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun. Today's gonna be fun.
Today's gonna be great.
We get to announce the winner of the brackets that we did on the show with the drops.
Today's the day.
Yeah, dude. Today is the day. We get God, these lines are just always so attractive to me. Like, could you possibly bet 25.5 on Illinois to win that game against Pennsylvania? Like, imagine, like, you think what's the largest line you'll lay? Tennessee favored by 11.5.
That's about right there, right? I'd consider alting that down, like you said, to 9.5. But yeah, I don't want to lay much bigger. But there are some huge spreads, like you said, these first 2 days. Massive.
Oh yeah, look what Duke will be favored. It's hilarious.
I
always want to take those teams that are like plus.
Yes, of course. That's what they want you to do. They're like, oh yeah, come on, 28.5. Come on.
I mean, beating a team by 30 points is so tough.
That's in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Especially, it's a tournament, so you're up by 20. Boozer should be out. Like if you're Duke and Shire,
well, and that's the other thing
you should sit your starters and win by 12 instead of 22.
Watch out for blowouts because then they'll start pulling their dudes.
Yes, and again, they should, right? You got to be smart.
The Tennessee and Miami of Ohio game is in Philadelphia.
Okay.
That's Midwest.
Yeah, that's
sure.
I guess it's giving Northeast, but
right. Either way we want to look at it. When we get back to this stuff, we'll get into more college basketball. Plus, we'll get into the drops that will win, or you will decide that will win. It all wraps up today at 8:00 this morning here with Mac Morey and Dusty Likens on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
Out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone.
And Dusty Likens.
His ass is foul of all foul.
Weekdays 6 to 10. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending have cured our blues over the last 10 years. And I'll tell you, if you don't have that free mortgage checkup on your agenda for this week, I want you to put taking a free mortgage checkup from Golden Oak Lending on your agenda for this week. Got spring break coming up next week, and then all of a sudden it's April, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I'd love to go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment because April and May are busy and expensive for everybody. How would you like to not make a mortgage payment until after those months are up? Well, you can do that with my friends over at Golden Oak Lending, because the average cash out customer not only saves $1,104 per month, but when you refinance, you go 2 months without having to make a mortgage payment, so you get a break from having to write those checks for the next 60 days. But like I said, it all starts with that free mortgage checkup. You can check them out at goldenoaklending.com, or better yet, call and have a conversation. There's no risk, no paperwork, no credit card at all. It's just a conversation. 913-890-GOLD. That's 913-890-GOLD. And let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Calling all college hoops fans. Make your next bet during March matchups at BetMGM go even further with an odds boost token. Simply add any tournament bet to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If that bet hits, you'll walk away with a higher payout for a tournament full of unforgettable moments. BetMGM is your sports book for all of it. Enjoy same-game parlays, live betting through all your favorite games, dark mode, and so much more during March matchups. And when there's a break in the tournament action or you're looking to switch things up, check out daily promotions and offers for all your favorite sports. Don't miss your chance at a bigger March matchup score with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends over at QC Kinetics saw the weather yesterday and said everybody needs to be outside doing outdoor activities, whether it's stuff around the yard, whether it's playing golf, pickleball, tennis, running, whatever it is. The springtime is here, and the last thing you want to do is not be able to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather because you have pain in your joints. And I'll tell you, getting older faster than you should ain't in the cards at QC Kinetics. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients are getting relief, feeling younger, and jumping back into life full speed, and it didn't happen in an operating room. At QC Kinetics, they use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need that relief. That's how they do it at QC Kinetics, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to feel better. Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatment. Your first visit and consultation's free. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I own a coffee shop, and I wanted to label everything with our logo.
That's ambitious.
Cups, boxes, bags.
Ooh, that'll add up.
Not at all, because right now, Staples prints custom labels for 30% off.
30% off? That's shockingly affordable branding.
Yep, now our logo and URL are seen all over town.
Brand your business for less at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or in the app by 4/4 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything.
The March tournament is here, and Kalshi is giving away $1 billion for a perfect bracket. $1 million to the top bracket and $1 million to charity. Free to enter. Download the app and use code THEFAN when you sign up. Eligibility requirements and official rules apply. See Kalshi.com/billion-dollar-bracket for more info.
There's no place better to watch college basketball than Kansas City, and there's no place better to get all you need for your watch parties than my friends over at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes your watch party easy. They have a huge selection of ready-to-serve party trays, boneless wings, barbecue, pizza, sushi, and fresh baked goods. They've got it all. And what you can do is order ahead through the Hy-Vee app, online, or at your favorite store. Even if your bracket is a bust, your watch party will be a winner. You can get everything you need only at Hy-Vee.
Feeling the squeeze of high prices? Then stretch your budget this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Stock up and save big on 99-cent deals throughout the entire store. Like pork loin chops, just 99 cents. Skippy peanut butter, 99 cents. Green Giant vegetables, 6-pack ramen noodles, and much more, just 99 cents. Order through the Hy-Vee app or online and leave the shopping to us. Don't miss the 99-cent sale this weekend only at Hy-Vee.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
On the Missouri side, 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. I-70 westbound from 470 into downtown, 15 minutes. Kansas side 70 eastbound from 435 to 670 is an 11-minute drive. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
I love the last text that happened on Bink's show last night. Says, Bink, last year the Final Four was all 1 seeds. Can only imagine what that conversation was about.
I know. That's what I thought, too.
Oh.
It just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Literally happened last year. Because didn't we do that ourselves?
We literally did that
I was like,
on the air.
I was like, 2008 it happened. I was like, has it happened since? And then you just started dying laughing. It happened last year, didn't it?
Of course.
At least we got all 4 1 seeds once we were told by you that it happened the year before.
You did. You and Bob both killed that.
Kind of like it. Well, I did.
That's fair.
I think he got Duke.
Yeah. And we did talk about Duke spread. We were talking about big spreads before we get to some football stuff because I got an interesting take I want to walk you by. But 89% of bets, this is a guy who's affiliated with DraftKings. This is some lopsided March Madness bets. 89% of bets on Houston, 23.5. 89% of bets on Houston to win by 23.5. 86% of bets on Arizona minus 30.5. 86% of bets on Iowa State minus 24.5. 84 on Duke minus 28.5. 75% on BYU minus 1.5.
Yeah, I saw on other. Yeah, so they were 1.5. I saw it was 2.5. You guys think it's Texas.
75% of bets on them.
So,
which is makes sense, right?
Do me a favor, whatever you use, parlay all those lines together
and see what you'd get.
Like, take all those massive lines that he's got, at least 80. I don't want BYU because it's not 80.
Yeah.
All the ones that you mentioned that has 80% of them on, and just parlay all those lines together. And I wonder what that is. Because you need, 4 teams to win by at least 25?
Yeah. It's nuts.
That's crazy. And I don't know what that part, because that's where today gets interesting with betting, right? Because you don't know if you're just going to do one game at a time, or do you, did you do a bracket or whatever? So you're watching those and that distracts you, or then you just switch into live betting mode. I don't know. There's so much that happens today. Plus it's going to be 85 degrees.
Oh, it's going to be perfect.
Don't forget, what's up?
Houston minus 23.5, Arizona minus 30.5, State minus 24.5, and the Boilermakers minus 25.5. Those 4 together plus 1154, plus 1,154.
So you're saying
11 to
1,
chance. Almost 12 to 1 odds.
Interesting. Because see, one of those teams isn't doing that.
Of course.
One of those teams is only going to win by 10 or 12.
Yep.
Happens every year.
My bet is Iowa State or Purdue.
So are you into these hidden bullpens?
Dude, that's a good idea. This is a good idea I saw right before the show started. I saw this idea that was just, this guy's like, yeah, my girlfriend ran this by me when we were watching baseball. What about a hidden bullpen? So you can't see who's warming up, you can't see who's throwing, and then the music hits. And the guy runs out. And you know him by the music. You know it's like WWE all of a sudden, dude. The lights go down, the music hits. Like, oh my gosh,
that's Stone Cold's music.
Not on Hell Zerpa. No.
Yeah, seriously.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And then of course everybody's gonna be like, Angel Zerpa's good. I watched him pitch in the World Baseball Classic. Okay, that's fine. Let that be your sell.
Yeah, dude,
enjoy him.
Michael Lorenzen's cannon, sure.
Yeah, he had a couple good starts, but he don't have that in his bag.
But come on.
No. Not a chance.
No, I've got friends now text me like, why did you guys let Michael Lorenzen? I'm like, all right,
okay,
yeah, let's come on. You watch 2 games.
Yep. Yeah, it is funny how much I don't know. I guess we put a lot of stock in because how come people are worried about Bobby Witt Jr. and we're like, well, how many at bats do you have? Meanwhile, the other side is Michael Garcia. Holy hell, dude! This guy might be one of the greatest third basemen in the league.
Yeah, it's like I said.
It depends on which side you like.
Which side you're on. Yep.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Again, so today is the announcement. We get to get our drop brackets done. We will do that at 6:30 today is when we will begin the matchups From what Mac has told me, it is going to be Binkley versus Dusty, Bob versus Cody. We're down to 4 drops. I believe I know what they are without looking yet because I didn't want to see them until we started to produce them.
Yeah, I can go through the results too here in a second.
Yeah,
if you'd like.
Yeah, we'll do that at 6:30, so we got some time to get those in there, plugged up, ready to go. But I thought it was interesting when you look at. I want to talk a little bit of March Madness, and I want to get your opinion on this DeAndre Ayton. And George Karlaftis thing, because I'm intrigued to see these two names.
Interesting.
Both paid on upside.
Yes. Exactly.
But I want to bring this up about March Madness real quick, or about this tournament, because I find it interesting that there are 2 local teams involved, but they play Friday night at late night.
Late night.
Yeah, it's like 9 o'clock, 9:30, whatever it may be. And I'm interested to know if people actually care.
About the games?
Because I saw a text on here that was awesome. They were like, as soon as I get out for work, I'm getting picked up. My buddies were going down to St. Louis to watch Mizzou play against Miami. That's awesome. Mizzou's playing in St. Louis.
So cool.
Like right there, basically. And then the only reason I asked this is because people have asked, when does Mizzou play? And I have friends that are on both sides of fandom. And I'm like, I think KU plays at 9. And Mizzou plays at 9:30, allegedly around those times. And they're just both like, ugh. I'm like, it's Friday night. Do we not care as much? Because of the possibility that you don't think you're going to continue very far in this year's tournament. Do KU fans think that they can get to the Sweet 16? I don't. Or I do believe you can I don't think you can get past the Sweet 16. I think if you got to the Sweet 16, you're going to run into the Blue Devils, and that's going to be the end of the night. So I wonder if, that's why people just don't care. Or did the World Baseball Classic really do you in and make you want to rush to the baseball season? Because a week from today is opening day around baseball. And then a week from tomorrow is opening night for the Kansas City Royals. And, Mac, I believe you and I will be in the same area on said opening night.
Heck yeah, we will.
We will be at Maloney's.
Yes.
With everybody from this station.
100%.
To go watch the Kansas City Royals take on the Atlanta Braves and Cole Reagan's shove. And if you're a Braves fan and go to this, I've got some bad news for you. Because I'm going to delete a lot of surf sides.
Absolutely. Same here.
So, yeah, we'll be at Maloney's opening night.
And you guys should all be there,
Odyssey,
too.
Everybody come out and watch. Should be a great time.
It's so much fun.
Going to be fun because I'm wondering if, there are people that are worried or not as much concerned with the way Mizzou and KU have maybe played this year. You're not that intrigued? Or the fact that it's Friday night and it's at 9, whatever, and it feels like it's just the leftovers. Is that a reason? Thursday it all happens, right? And by the time Thursday ends, you look like you're Randy Marsh in the computer room. And then Friday starts, you're like, all right, let's do this all over again. And then you get to 9 o'clock, you're like, all right, Kansas is playing. All right, what time is it? 9:30, they just tipped off. All right, whatever. I mean, you're looking at 11:30, 11:45, and that game's over. So I didn't know if there was still that buzz.
Yeah.
But, I digress.
No, that makes sense. I think
I'm just not getting that vibe locally.
I'm not either. I'm not either by any means. And the games are tomorrow, both of them playing. Yeah, one of which is 4 hours away. I'm not sensing that at all. Now, if it was KU 4 hours away, maybe sensing more of it. But yeah, I think there's a good chance that KU may be up by 10 points early on in the game, and people are asleep by 10. And they wake up and see the score, and they're like, all right, great, one by a dozen. And that is by the way, if you're a KU fan, which I am not, and you are hating what I'm saying, and you are saying, shut the F up, Mac, with your egotistical arrogance right there. But I'm not a KU fan, so that's just what I assume will happen. I think they'll take care of business. But I'm excited to see Dominic Daniels, and hopefully the vibe starts to become real tomorrow when we're on the air. We'll have some more KU MBU conversations, I'm sure, as we go on. But I hope more people start to feel this. Let's go. Let's get excited.
Right. So DeAndre Ayton noticed how locked in Luka and LeBron are and said he's tired of being the odd man out. Ayton also relearning how to make an impact without being the focus on offense. He feels like he's the odd man out, right? The Lakers' big three are LeBron, Luka, and Reeves. DeAndre Ayton was acquired in the offseason. He's always been the man of hope, right? Like, he could come in here. He'll be the guy that we drafted. This will be the guy that everybody thought was coming out of college basketball.
Number 1 overall pick. Yep.
And it just didn't quite happen. And now he's kind of the, what would you say? He's the George Karlaftis of the Chiefs?
Yeah, so I think there's obviously a couple big differences. I think if you know anything about these two athletes, at first you're going to hear that and go, Mac, what are you actually talking about? DeAndre Ayton is the antithesis of Karlaftis as far as work ethic is concerned, but you're right. Karlaftis is first guy in, last guy out. DeAndre Ayton seemingly is allergic to the gym or to a weight room, right? Like, that I understand. But as far as the inflated importance of their role, that exists in their head for both. DeAndre Ayton was on the Phoenix Suns, got drafted number 1 overall, and was important to that team when they went to an NBA Finals. He was a 20-10 guy. All of a sudden, next season happens, doesn't feel as easy. He's not as good. He starts to flounder. He gets traded. Yeah, he gets traded to Portland. He's not good there either. Now he's in LA, and he's finally starting to realize, oh, my impact isn't number 1 overall. Like, I'm not that guy, but I can still be a double-double guy. I can still lead to winning basketball. I just have to get out of my own head. And I think Karlaftis has to go, I'm this first-round pick. I'm this double-digit sack guy. I won Super Bowls. I'm climbing up playoff sack leaderboards early on in my career. People are talking about me being this guy. And I think he may need to take a step back and have a DeAndre Ayton moment. And hopefully he can do it a lot earlier, because we're in, year 7 or 8 of DeAndre Ayton at this point. And he's just now coming to the fact that, oh, okay, I'm actually not that guy, but I'm still a really good player. And I think that the same for George Karlaftis. There's a good football player in there, but how do you help Chris Jones and whoever this number 1 pick is at the edge rusher position, hopefully 9 or 29, I imagine, one of those two, help those guys be double-digit sack guys, help those guys lead the league in pressure rate and cause havoc, and then you are an accessory to that. You are an extra piece, like DeAndre Ayton is now learning to be, and now we've seen the Lakers 3rd in the West. They've won 11 out of the last 14 or something close to that. I think that's what Karlaftis now has to do. He's got to become the best role player that he can be, and I know it's different than basketball. I understand that, but he's got to figure out how to do that here.
How tough do you think that is ego-wise for DeAndre Ayton?
Extremely.
Okay.
Extremely.
Do you think it's extremely tough for a guy like George Karlaftis?
I think it should be less tough.
Right.
You're not the number 1 overall. You know what I mean?
Nobody knows who you are.
No.
Outside of Kansas City.
No.
And Purdue.
Exactly.
So, like, I don't think it would be that tough. Like, maybe, and like, I don't think that's anybody else's conversation to have with him other than himself internally. But, like, can I be honest? And I don't know if I've ever said this, and I know it sounds like it's hindsight. Never liked the Karlaftis pick.
Yep. I get it.
I think a lot of people said that they wanted him to be like Max Crosby because he's white.
Yeah.
And that was the first comp they had. And I was always just like, I never heard of this guy. And I'm not saying that I've heard of every single player in college football, but I knew who Trent McDuffie was. Right? Like, Washington was good because, like, their defense was good because he was part of it.
Yeah.
And, like, we knew Trent McDuffie. In fact, the NFL knew Trent McDuffie because when he slid, the first thing that everyone on that draft show said was, like, how did the Chiefs get away with this one?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he fell that far, and they're like, that's the pick of the first round. Never in my life had I heard of George Karlaftis.
No one had.
And then he got the contract.
I heard of him.
Right? I have nothing against George. He's like, I think his name was Eric Sims. Was that a DN for the Chiefs?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I don't think that was his actual name, but I feel like that was his name. Eric Hicks. Eric Hicks. Eric Hicks was good.
Eric Sims is a YouTuber.
Right. Eric Hicks, look at his career numbers. Eric Hicks wasn't flashy. Obviously, like, wasn't Jared Allen, wasn't Neil Smith, Derek Thomas, wasn't one of those guys, but played here for a while, played on the edge, wasn't fast, was strong enough. I mean, I don't even know what his career highs single season sack number was.
Well, he had 1 year, 14. He exploded.
And what was that, like 98?
2000.
Okay.
And then 98 was his rookie year. Then 2000. Then after that, it was 9, 5, 5, 4, 3.5, 5. I mean, he's consistent. Yep. Riding a piece. Exactly.
Not a bad teammate, not a bad player.
No, good teammate.
I think the other thing with Karlaftis that's frustrating is that's one of those positions of ooh, I don't want to have that.
Yes.
You know, like when everybody sees, like we have the luxury of having that with Mahomes, where everybody else sees that and be like, must be nice. Like I see Aiden Hutchinson, I'm like, could you imagine? That's a lot of teams do that, and I get that. But I never understood the draft pick, and I never definitely understood the contract extension.
Yeah, the contract extension was always a risk. I liked it and there are still people trying to defend it, which I understand because edge rusher money is so dumb, but that doesn't mean you have to pay someone who's below average just because they're there and you have them. Yeah, Karlaftis, like DeAndre Ayton, great rebounder. You figured out a couple of things. Karlaftis, you got to figure out your couple of things. Right now he has one move, and we see it, right? It's go around a guy, not be super fast, not be super strong, and be a step late, second short. Like, that's his thing. He's not extra fast or extra big. He's not the best athlete on the on the field. He has to now figure out, okay, I'm smart. I work hard. I probably has good hands. He's worked with Tamba Hali so much he should at this point that you'd think that create more separation versus tackles. But yeah, at this point, he has to figure out, okay, what is my two moves? What do I do? Am I a great run stopper? Can I take away someone, a guard, and hopefully have Chris Jones penetrate? Like, he's got to figure out what he can do. Like DeAndre Ayton has now figured out his strengths. Karlaftis has to learn how to be a finesse player because he's not this overpowering strength guy,
I don't
speed
think
guy.
he's a closer.
I don't know what he is.
And I don't think he strikes fear to anyone.
No.
Because how many times do you watch a game and you just see 56 just miss? Almost.
Every time.
Yeah. And again, it's not a hatred towards Karlaftis. This team has put himself in a standard. And that standard is excellence. And I don't see that from the defensive line. And I have seen that from Chris Jones. So I don't have any hatred or any. And again, I don't have any hatred towards Karlaftis. I just have always been confused by Karlaftis. And I've never really had that open air conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about it last night. I'm like, I think that's just one decision I didn't like. You know, like one night my dad made tuna helper. 9 out of 10 times whenever he cooked was probably fine. And I didn't really like that. It's okay to like admit that. Like, there's players on this team where people will probably be like, never really. Now it's easy to say that in hindsight.
Of course.
But if you go back and explain yourself, like when they did like the phone call and like Spags, like we were waiting for you. I'm like, no, you weren't.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
What?
No.
George Karlaftis?
Well, and why would you be?
He's furious.
Yeah.
That's another one that
Furious
it was never going to happen. Furious George.
No, he's just a guy. He's just and again, he's a normal looking guy, which isn't a bad thing, but this is an edge rusher position. You see, these are superhumans. These are freaks. They're 6'5". They run 4.4s.
Yeah.
They push you off with one finger. And then they're on the other side because they're so quick lateral. Like, Karlaftis just isn't that sort of player, which doesn't mean he can't be good, but he's got to now figure out extra what he needs to do because it's not what he's trying to do out there. I would love someone. I don't know, man. Karlaftis, what's the first thing you'd say about him as a player? How hard he works? It wouldn't be anything about him physically. It wouldn't be any of his traits.
Yeah, I think it would just be he's tough.
Yeah, he's really tough.
Yeah. What's tough was putting together this bracket of drops as we are now to the Final Four.
Come on.
The Final Four have made it. It is Binkley versus Dustman, and it is Cody versus Bob. And the drops are Binkley's.
All right,
Yeah.
Binkley versus Dusty. We've got a 1 versus 3 matchup. The 1 seed being Dusty's.
I know that I'm hard.
Has made it all the way. It did end up beating, getting pounded this week.
Sucks.
I've been pounded this week. Okay, man. You know, it actually lived up to its name. I got pounded this week.
Okay.
And then you are going up against Jay Binkley, a hefty, tough 3 seed.
Boobs are great.
Dang.
That'll be a good matchup. Again, this is just now posted on the Fan 965. You have until 8:30 for these two matchups. The second matchup being the number 1 seed, Bob Fescoe. Man, a tough one. We knew it would be here, though.
BBL Stinky.
Yeah, of course, right? Versus another 1 seed, a 1-1 matchup. This is the East. This is Duke and Zona. I don't know what it is, but it's some blue bloods. Again, you have till 8:30 to vote on those two matchups. Then we will get a finals matchup between two drops, and that will be crowned at 9:45 on the show today.
Yeah, so don't flounder around. Make sure you get in there and vote. Somebody said we were floundering earlier on the text line, so we're just gonna keep playing with
Flounder.
As we continue this day. But no, it is Jay Binkley's Boobs Are Great versus Dusty Likens. I know that I'm hard. Bob Fescoe's BBL Stinky versus
BBL
Cody Tapp's
Stinky.
Hut Hut Hut.
It's gonna be great.
So again, your final four: Binkley
Boobs are great.
versus I Know That I'm Hard. Bob
BBL
versus
Stinky.
Cody's Hut 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 Hut. Here we go. 8:30. You got till 8:30.
Yeah.
8:30, baby.
Votes are beginning. Votes are in. Let's go. Keep them going.
No doubt.
The Fan 965.
There we go. So yeah, somebody says y'all need to keep the same energy with King Felix, but I do agree with you about George. The minute they drafted Felix and Duke Uzama, I was at that draft. It was in Kansas City, and I said, "Who?"
Yeah, I've been on that for a long time. Yeah, I've been. You know,
I said they should have drafted Sam Laporta 32nd.
I'm a big. I mean, you know me, Dusty. I've been a Brett Veach criticizer. There's Felix, and I don't want to hear that. Well, it was in KC. No, absolutely no excuse for any of that. That was a terrible, terrible pick. And it has set back this organization. What are we looking for? An edge rusher? We're looking for an edge rusher. Could be FAU.
The context real quick behind Cody's drop, he was explaining what a penalty should be for quarterbacks that try to get defensive lines to jump off sides. And he was like, and then asked by Alex, what do you mean? And then Cody goes, when the quarterback goes, hut, 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 hut. There you go, baby. Coming up on the other side, we'll get into Super Bowl odds and AFC West odds, and we're talking strictly Kansas City Chiefs here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for said Kansas City Chiefs.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 are here to help everybody in Kansas City because they have one mission and one mission only, and that's to build strong partnerships between our members, business partners, customers, and community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. If you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. The Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during times when you need it the most, giving you the power to bid every project that suits your business model. They'll provide you the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent over 137 years right here in Kansas City, so there's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help you grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org.
It's tournament time. And this March, Fanatics Sportsbook has 10 times the rewards. Starting round 1, we're giving you 10 profit boosts every single tournament game day. That means first round, second round, round of 16, all the way down to the last 4 and the national championship. 10 chances every game day to level up your winnings. But that's not all. Your bet earns you up to 10% fan cash back, which you can use on anything in the Fanatics universe. We're talking team gear, tickets, collectibles, and a whole lot more. Plus, if you're new to Fanatics Sportsbook, you can get up to $1,000 bet matched in fan cash for your first 10 days. It's time to shoot your shot. The tournament hits different with Fanatics Sportsbook. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET.
Another app for inventory, one for CRM. Oh, don't forget accounting. Wait, which login was that?
Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated system that does it all without the hassle. Ditch the app overload. Get everything your business needs on one platform. Try Odoo free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Did you hear? Allstate car insurance now costs even less. So when you bundle with home, you can save even more. Check Allstate first to bundle and save with a new lower auto rate. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey,
what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS secure network from dock to door, and with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more. USPS, official shipping sponsor of the NHL.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler at Chain Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, never with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship, because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
As the seasons change, it's time to prep your HVAC system with a $49 seasonal tune-up from Hamilton Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Rooter. A tune-up can help save money on your energy bill and help prevent expensive breakdowns. As your local home service experts, everything we do is backed by our exceptional service guarantee. Over 40 years experience and more than 8,000 five-star reviews adds up to dependable service from neighbors you trust. Visit callhamilton.com/radio for details, terms, and conditions.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER. Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Belton into Grandview, 49 northbound, off again, on again heavy from Missouri 58 up past 155th Street, where there's an accident that's once again blocking the right lane, so it's starting to build a little heavier traffic in through there. North KC, 29 southbound, accident past 16th Avenue, keeping things heavy from Armour and Building. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Man, that's the biggest buzzkill text in the world. You're over just hit. So I had to buy a new washer, right? I had to go to the old depot of the home. Buzzkill was having to buy a new washer. The biggest buzzkill is when you get your tracking text. Your Home Depot order will be delivered today. The estimated delivery time is 11:30, 3:30 p.m.
Get bent.
So between 11:30 and 3:30 p.m.
It's only your whole afternoon on the
opening day of college basketball.
Damn, dude.
Does anybody want to just come to my house and sit in the driveway while I am not there?
Get paid in Surfsides.
Yeah, I'll just leave a cooler there for you. You just sit there.
It's not bad.
You can go in the garage if you want. There'll be a little whatever there too.
Hello, America.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, that's
11:30
very
to
frustrating.
why is it got to be 11:30 to 3:30?
Well, hopefully, I mean,
5-hour window.
Yeah. Hopefully, though,
4.
Yeah, 4-hour window. Hopefully at like noon.
Hopefully they're like 11:30. They're like, "What's up, man?" I'm like,
"Thank you,
you brother. Here you go." I mean, I'm already. They're hauling it off too, so I can't be mad. They're gonna haul off the old one.
Oh, that's good.
What an idiot I am for planning this for a Thursday. I said next available day. I don't know if I said Thursday at the wonderful lady that sold it to me. Huh.
Damn.
Well, that's a shot to the rod.
That is a big buzzkill.
No, that sucks. All right. Well, that's great. So I guess we'll just watch it from my house, and I'll just put the TV out on my patio. So Super Bowl odds, AFC West odds. The Chiefs do have the best odds to win the AFC West, by the way. The Super Bowl odds, though, The Kansas City Chiefs are plus 1,400.
Okay, great. On your book, okay, you
Yeah.
can get them a little more juice, plus 1,700, depending on where you're looking.
Okay.
Is that to win or to make?
That is to win the
Gotcha.
Super Bowl.
Yep. Yeah, okay.
The Rams, obviously the favorite. Plus 850, I think, is where I saw it at DraftKings. Is what they had. BetMGM, somewhere around there. I don't know what FanDuel's got it at. Seahawks plus 1,000.
Yep.
Bills plus 1,000. Ravens plus 1,000. Then the Chiefs.
Wow. It's crazy the disparity in some books.
Yeah.
Because you said it's the Bills, the Ravens, then the Chiefs?
Correct. Well, there's the Seahawks are up there too.
Yeah, you said Seahawks and Rams.
But there's three at 1,000, and it's Seahawks, Bills, Ravens, and then Chiefs are at plus 1,400.
Wow. Yeah, you've got the Chargers, Niners, Lions, Packers all ahead or at least tied with the Chiefs on separate books. So
yeah, Niners, Chargers, Packers are all 1,500.
Lions are interesting. Seems high.
Niners, Chargers, Packers. Lions.
Yeah, sorry,
are
I'm looking at. Sorry, I'm looking at my book. That's my fault. Yeah,
I have Lions at 1,600.
Yep.
Are we just are we sure that 14? I mean, I don't know. Would you feel comfortable putting a waiver on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl right now?
No, but that's because this team isn't fully built. So,
can their draft adjust what their odds are? You think?
Oh yeah.
And which I find that interesting because none of those kids have played an NFL game.
No.
But yet that'll make the odds different.
But if they get a steal at wide receiver that drops at 29 and Caleb Downs at 9, and now it starts to become, okay, this team could be insane. And it is, to your point, I would put a wager on it, I think, even though I just answered I don't think this team's ready to win a Super Bowl yet. But if they win 11 games, if they get, what's been our conversation? You get to December, you get to January, anything can happen with 15. Anything.
10.5 wins for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2026.
It's a good line.
You like the over? You like the under? Or do you just stay away from that one?
Right now, I'm staying away. Right now, I would not touch that. Wouldn't take the under for sure. I'd lean towards the over. I think it's a great line. I think 10-7 is really likely. 11-6 needs to be the goal. Flip around last year's record, and that assures you a playoff spot. 11 wins, pretty much. 10, you'll be on the edge. 10, you are an edge playoff team. Where are the Chargers there? I've got the Chargers
10.5.
10.5. Broncos at 9.5.
I just feel like,
and I've got the Chargers 9.5 on here as well.
Because the worst season Andy Reid had before this one was 9-7. So you'd have to think he can win 10 almost with his eyes closed. But that division has gotten tougher.
So tough.
And I'm wondering if where the new, what's the new standard number? If you get to 11, are you still they're in?
Yeah, I think 11's in. The division makes it hard, like you said.
Because now 10, I think, is that number.
I don't know.
10-7, you used to be or 10-6, I guess is what it used to be. Which I know there's more games and they can't equivalent to the same, but you get what I'm saying. 10-6, you're 10 wins, we're a playoff team. Now, if you're 10-7, it's
It's going to be right on the line. Right on the line, especially in our division. I mean,
that's a tough line at 10.5.
It's really tough.
Because I believe they're a 10-win team. I don't know if they're an 11-win team. And I don't know what that one win is causing me to have that sort of debate in my mind about. What is there a game that because to me, if you think they can win 11 games, the way to do this is go find 6 games they'll lose.
Which is why I would take the over, because I wouldn't be able to do that with Patrick Mahomes at the helm.
Exactly.
And
because that's how you bet sometimes is you take the counter, the counterpoint.
Of course.
Last night, if you took SMU, it'd be okay, well here now, how do you talk yourself into Miami of Ohio? Well, the way I do that is they're at home, they won 30 games. Okay, you're right. Now go find on the Chiefs schedule 6 games they can lose.
Well, and if we're already having this discussion this close with, again, not a full roster, I think we're telling ourselves at least what we think the answer is, and we do think it's an over. We're just not ready to admit it yet because it's weird to say it because we don't have a team. The Chiefs could not field a full team right now. I mean, as far as wide receivers are concerned, they still don't have a full room. As far as edge rushers are concerned, we couldn't name a few of the guys on that roster because they're not going to be here once training camp and once week 1 kicks off. So, yeah, they've got a lot of things to add. They have the picks to do it. They're probably going to make at least one more move in free agency, whether that be a trade or acquiring somebody. So I think with all that to come, and we're still on the line, I think you have to say over. +1. I've got it at plus money if you take that over for 11 wins.
For sure.
Highest over-under on the book I'm at is Rams and Ravens and Seahawks, all at 11.5.
Yeah, I'd stay away from the Rams and Seahawks because they're going to play each other twice of the year.
Stay away from the Ravens, too, at 11.5. I'm not there yet. Maybe I'll get there in a couple months, but that just seems to be the most popular team in the world.
Why do we keep basing our odds on the past? Is that just because it's the surest way we can do it?
Because it's what we have, yeah.
Have Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert been the top 4 favorite MVP candidates for the last 2 years?
Probably.
They're the top 4 this year. Josh Allen is the favorite at +550, Lamar Jackson at +650, Patrick Mahomes at +1,000, as well as Justin Herbert +1,000. So we think the same, just 4 people are going to. By the way, did Matthew Stafford, he didn't go in there? They don't think he can win MVP this year, but back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
I just find it odd that every year it's like Josh Allen's the MVP favorite. Why? Why?
I mean, who would you have
as the MVP favorite of the league? I would probably put Caleb Williams up there a little bit higher than he is.
Yeah, a little higher. I could see that.
But I wouldn't just every year Josh Allen. Seems like it's every year. He's the favorite. He was a favorite 2 years ago. He was a favorite last year, and he's a favorite going into this year. Now I understand that Mahomes was there, but look what Mahomes was doing. He was throwing 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards, and he was going to the Super Bowl, and he was everywhere, and he was actually winning games, and he was valuable. And now Mahomes has gotten the fatigue unless he comes back this year. What, they'll just give him comeback player of the year?
Yeah.
He's got to have that, right?
Oh, yeah. I think he's probably the favorite for that. They don't have that out yet.
I was going to say, I didn't see that one.
No, they don't got that one out yet.
I figured he would be. And then can Andy Reid finally move up in the Coach of the Year products? Because he went 6-11. They got rid of an entire draft class. They're going to have to draft 6 people. They did some free agency moves. I feel like Andy Reid might get a little bit more respect this year.
He's 5th from the bottom on the list. +5,000.
So he used to be bottom of the list. He used to be the last guy on the list.
Now he's only 5th from the bottom. He's moved up 3 or 4 spots.
Somebody asked, will Patrick Mahomes qualify for comeback player of the year? I would assume he blew his knee.
I don't think there's anything.
I don't know if there is a qualification for it. Joe Flacco came back and he was just because he was old.
These awards are just vibes.
Facts. I can give you that. And by the way, the Chiefs are at least what I saw, +125 to win the AFC West. And that is the best odds in there. So that's interesting to me that it's only +125. I feel like that whole division is tough.
Yeah, they don't know. Yeah.
The Raiders is hilarious. +2,000.
Yeah, exactly. But I still think the Raiders, never winning the division,
right.
But they'll be a 6-win team that be tough and feisty.
Mm-hmm. Coming up next, I want to know what would surprise you more as we talk more about the March Madness tournament here on 96.5 The Fan. That's McMurray and Dusty Likens. This is your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends, over at Heartland Men's Health, we're celebrating them all month long here in the month of March for Men's Health Month. I want you to get to Heartland Men's Health and start feeling better, because if you've got some sluggish opportunities going on in your life, it's hard to get up in the morning. Maybe you're not seeing those gains at the gym, and maybe staying committed is tough right now. My friends at Heartland Men's Health can help you out. Those symptoms of that sluggishness, not getting those gains at the gym, they're often signs of low testosterone. Heartland Men's Health is also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more, all designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. And with low-T treatments combined with body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. They got more energy, they're focused better, they're improving their sleep, better workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So go see my friends over at Heartland Men's Health. There's no need to wait. Don't go another year with low T. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Independence between Blue Springs and Lee Summit, and North Kansas City. Call them today, 844-447-6600, or visit heartlandmenshealth.com.
Do you love college basketball? Well, gear up for another exciting college basketball tournament with a special offer from BetMGM. Sign into your BetMGM account and enjoy a college basketball odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. It's easy. Just log into the BetMGM Sportsbook app, add any college basketball bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. It's that simple. 3 quick steps, and you could be on your way to extra winnings if your next bet hits. Log in and enjoy our odds boost token to help you create another memorable college basketball tournament. Get off the bench, join the huddle, and head for the net with BetMGM all tournament long. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Please gamble responsibly.
Baseball is back. Opening night is one exclusive game, and it's live on Netflix. On Wednesday, March 25th, the New York Yankees, led by 7-time All-Star Aaron Judge, head to the Bay Area to face Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. A brand new way to watch Major League Baseball, and it all starts here. MLB opening night, Yankees vs. Giants, live on Netflix, Wednesday, March 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
This hour is brought to you by State Water Heater and Reeves Weideman, online at rwco.com. Need a water heater? State Water Heaters has the solution. The Adapt Gas Tankless Water Heater with X3 scale prevention delivers efficient, on-demand hot water with no annual maintenance and may qualify for money-saving utility rebates. Ask your plumber for State at Reeves Weideman. Visit rwco.com or statewaterheaters.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Belton into Grandview, 49 northbound, still very heavy. Off we get on again from Missouri 58 up past 155th Street with an accident in the right lane. North KC, 29 southbound, heavy from the merge with I-35. Crawls down past 16th Avenue with an accident blocking at least one lane of traffic. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Play ball! Cody and Gold will be live outside Gate D starting at 10 for the Royals home opener on Monday, March 30th, right here on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, in Odyssey Sports Station.
Back at it here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports. Mac Morey, Dusty Light. It's coming up about an hour. Our guy Ron Slay will join us here from ESPN, talking all things college basketball. The tournament begins in about 4 hours from now. 4 hours and 10 minutes. I believe 11:15 is the first games of the day. But welcome to what is Thursday. It is currently 51 degrees outside. The sun is starting to come up. It is going to be 80-plus degrees today, and you get nothing but college basketball all day long. I know that I'm hard.
Rocked up his stick.
You better believe it. That might be the winner there, Mac. We are also doing our final four of our drop basket, Carol Baskins in 6. Our drop bracket for March, as it is Binkley versus myself and Bob versus Cody. You've got until 8:30 to vote, and then we will have a winner announced later on today.
Yes, we'll have our final matchup from 8:30 to 9:45. So go be a part of it. Go vote in the semis.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun day. It's gonna be nice, and can't wait, man. I mean, I just absolutely love this tournament, and I'm interested because what would surprise you more, Mizzou gets to the Sweet 16 or KU gets to the Elite 8? Now, obviously, you'd say, well, Dusty, if one team gets further than the other, I mean, no. If Mizzou makes it to the Sweet 16, they will have beaten Purdue and St. Louis on Sunday afternoon. If KU were to get to the Elite 8, they would have beaten Duke in the Sweet 16. So what would surprise you more?
Missouri.
For sure.
Missouri.
For sure.
Yes. It's Bill Self, and it's arguably the best player in college basketball when he's playing his best.
Cameron Boozer.
And Darren Peterson. And a really good team when they're playing their best. They just haven't been in the last month. But, yeah, I would say that. Missouri, I mean, geez, we've been questioning them. What Missouri team are we getting? We don't know. We feel better because it's in St. Louis for this first round, but after that, we'll see.
Because what Dayton provided for Miami of Ohio last night, similar vibes for what St. Louis can offer Missouri.
Very.
Now, they didn't have to play Purdue. Missouri's got to survive Miami first. They'll play them tomorrow night, late into the evening, around 9-ish or whatever. I don't want to say a time because it will all be whatever your bracket says, what time a team plays, add 15 to 20 minutes to it. And I think it would be very interesting if Mizzou could pull this off. Purdue is no stranger to the upsets. They've been upset before. A lot of people, oh, here comes Purdue, number 1 seed. Watch out for Zach Edey, And
that's Zach Edey?
I don't know. He just looks like he talks like that. He's just a giant.
I hated him.
Everybody did. He's just not talented.
Not fun. Not entertaining.
No.
At all.
He looks like the Iron Giant running after Hogarth down the hill. But I think it would be crazy to think if Missouri could pull off the upset against Matt Painter and Purdue in St. Louis, that'd be a 10-2 upset and a 10 seed, obviously going to the Sweet 16. But think about it from the KU perspective as well, right? Because you have maybe the greatest soap opera in college sports. But then also you're playing Duke, who's the number 1 overall seed. They have college basketball's favorite player this year. They got college basketball's next guy as a head coach. Don't sleep on Florida's, but John Shire and Duke, it's a different brand. And Kansas, who's been this up and down roller coaster all year long. Now all of a sudden they beat Duke and go to the Elite 8. How quickly that narrative changes. So again, yes, what Missouri is, and I'm not picking a side. I'm literally asking everybody because so far on the text line, it's unanimous Missouri.
Missouri, it looks like. Yep.
And somebody says if Mizzou makes it to round 2, I'll donate $100 to the station. So all they have to do is beat Miami?
Okay.
And you'll donate $100?
In St. Louis? All right.
Okay. But
again,
again,
donate it to our Venmos.
Yeah. Please. Because I do think it is funny how KU and the Darren Peterson thing has been essentially the best soap opera in college sports. Arch Manning going to Texas was fun.
It was good.
It was intriguing.
Yep. Him starting that first game or whatever.
Wasn't crazy. A lot of people had their takes going, well, you remember he went to a 3A high school. He's not as talented as you think he is. Wait till Peyton's son becomes a quarterback. And there were all this, like, is he going to go to Tennessee? Is he going to go Texas? Where's he going to go? And there's a little bit of that there. And then you get into this Darren Peterson thing. And I find it very interesting because now The Athletic has come out with an article where it was a basically interview with Darren Peterson of him telling people everything, why he was doing this, how he woke up some days, it's quoted in the article, as it felt like Groundhog Day. He'd wake up and randomly it would just be like, I have these cramps. I don't know what's going on. All I want to do is play basketball. And the best thing about soap operas is you can believe them or don't. Because there's going to be some people that are going to roll their eyes when they hear me talking about this going, oh,
yeah,
you guys believe this kid?
Yeah.
Are they paying $100 at the station? What am I supposed to do? I don't know Darren Peterson. Neither do you. I don't know, the writer of this article on Mr. Cook on the article on The Athletic. So I'm going to go with what they're telling me because I've never been lied to or anything by either one of these people. And when Bill Self's in the article saying like, look, we've just never really seen anything like this before, but we're lucky that he's happening to be playing now. And now Darren Peterson for the last full month, there's been no injuries. There's been no load management. And maybe the whole time, Darren Peterson just maybe was telling the truth. And because he was, you didn't like it. But either way, now it's tournament time. Now he has to play.
Yep.
And
it's irrelevant now.
Then again, his stock can rise or fall in this draft because it's so close. And maybe this whole time, I'm wrong for trusting Darren Peterson. And it's one of those, who played who? I don't think it's that way, but that's why it's a great soap opera. Because you have people that believe this because of people who have said this and people doing this. And at the end of the day, it's like, was he really hurt? Was he not really hurt? Was he really telling the truth? Was he not telling the truth? Then you can go into the coincidences or you can go into the conspiracy theories and say, well, now that the season's wrapped up and we're in the conference tournament and then we're getting ready to get into the big dance, the NBA draft's coming up and he's not shown up. But what if he shows up in the tournament and we see this player and he gets you to said surprise Elite Eight game, narrative's flipped. Guess who's probably going to be the number one pick in the draft? And at the end of the day, where it started is where it ends. It's all about how we got there. And it's been a fun ride. Whether it's been annoying, whether it's been your cup of tea or not cup of tea, it's been something that's gotten us from October to where we sit today.
Yeah, it turns out it's probably just an 18 or 19-year-old kid who's experiencing things in his body he never has before, and it's scary, and he doesn't know how to open up and talk about that. He hasn't been PR trained. He's being hounded by cameras and lights and a bunch of mics and doesn't know what to say, and he's 18 or 19 years old, and frankly, we've been trying to tell you this for a long time, that maybe you should just listen to Bill Self and listen to this team and listen to everyone close to him and say, that's saying he loves basketball. Yeah. He loves this game. Teammates have come out and say, no, dude, like, trust me, like, at practice, like, he watches film. He's there. He wants to be here. He wants to be on the court. Like, and instead, you just wanted to hate. And so I'm glad, hopefully, some people can see that. But at the end of the day, Dusty, you're right. It really doesn't matter. The main point is these next 3 weeks, people are going to hate more if he does not show up tomorrow night and from the rest of this tournament. And it doesn't mean win it all, Elite Eight, beat Duke, but make it that Sweet 16, play Duke, and play well against another top 3 pick like you did earlier in the season. Do that again. Refresh our memories. You know how short this is. We have goldfish memories, man. BYU versus Tabanza, 18 points in 20 minutes. That is an eternity away. Mm-hmm. No one remembers that game. No one watched that game.
No one remembers the TCU game.
Nope.
Where they were down.
No one watched that game besides people here. When I say listeners, I did. Yeah, nationally, they do not know this kid. They know the stories that Colin Cowherd and Stephen A. have brought up.
Seth Greenberg watching because he didn't high five or ass slap.
Not slapping ass. Yeah, he's not slapping ass. And hopefully, don't do that, Darren. Don't listen to him.
And maybe this text is true. I blame the communication from KU more than I blame the player at all.
That's fair.
Because then there's other people. It's like I'd feel so much differently if he'd have came out and said he was in pain from the start. Why does he have to do that? Maybe he did do that, and KU didn't let it happen and come out that way.
Well, also, like, again, like, you've got to think about, there's so much more to it. That this is a 19-year-old kid who's trying to manage himself as a business and trying to make a number one pick. You come out and say, I don't know what's going on with my body, but I'm feeling real huge. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. You got to be thinking about this.
Because you want gratification doesn't mean you get it.
No.
And the gratification that a lot of people want is they wanted answers early, and they didn't get them. Whereas, like, KU's but KU's PR, I don't know what they did or what they had to be able to give. So
they could have come out and just said, hey, you'll know when we know. You'll know more information as it comes out. Here's what's going on with Darren Peterson right now. Like, they could have taken charge of that situation, I guess, a little bit more. But at the end of the day, like, you are not entitled to any of that information.
We'll get into a signing that is similar to one the Chiefs have seen in the past. Plus, we get to Mac Morey in one word here on 96.5 The Fan. Your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for K-State athletics. 96.5 The Fan.
Fellas, you know what time of the year it is. It's the season of love. Sex, intimacy, and love are essential to fulfilling relationships. Erectile dysfunction, though, can take a serious toll on all of that, stealing enjoyment, weakening intimacy, and placing stress on partners that can feel overwhelming. But ED doesn't have to continue impacting your relationship. Remember, men, it's not just about you. We all understand how important sex is in a relationship for you and for your partner. Erectile dysfunction can take that away, often creating serious strain on the relationship as well. That's why you should go see my people over at Heartland Men's Health. Heartland Men's Health treatments work when the pills or the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can even have you last an hour or more. Heartland Men's Health is successfully treating men in the Kansas City area. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to the sex, intimacy, and love and bring you closer together. Heartland Men's Health has 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Kansas; Independence, Missouri, between Blue Springs and Lee Summit; and North Kansas City. Call them today at 844-447-6600 or visit heartlandmenshealth.com. Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and from changing seasons to unpredictable road conditions, having solid auto insurance gives you real peace of mind. With AAA, switching today means you could save up to 21% on your auto insurance. AAA offers dependable protection, personalized coverage options, and customer service that's always there for you. And when you bundle policies or insure multiple vehicles, you can save even more. Visit AAA.com. That's AAA.com.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Null or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
If you're looking for new work, GAN Asphalt and Concrete is seeking motivated candidates to add value to their business and, of course, their clients. They give top pay in the industry. They have health, vision, dental insurance, paid time off, and, of course, advancement opportunities. Work with a great local company who wants to see you grow with them. Go to GANAsphalt.com and find out how this new career opportunity can work out for you. GAN Asphalt, one contractor, all things parking lot.
This is Kevin Harlan, and if I sound a little tired, it's because it's Ford Truck Month at Rob's Side Ford.
You and me both, Kevin. It's been nonstop.
Well, Rob, remind me again why.
Because Rob's Side Ford is offering brand new F-150s up to $16,500 off, 0% financing for 60 months, and 0 payments for 90 days.
Yes, that'll do it.
And that's just the F-150s. We've got the best deals of the year on Super Duty, Ranger, and Maverick.
Okay, so let me get this straight, Rob. Massive savings, strong financing, no payments for 3 months, and people are showing up?
It's nonstop.
Funny how that works.
Turns out, when you've got the inventory, the price, and the experience, people notice.
Especially when you're Kansas City's #1 top-rated Ford dealer on Google. 4.8 stars and over 3,000 reviews.
And Kansas City's top volume F-150 dealer.
No wonder you're tired. It's Ford Truck Month at Rob's Side Ford, 135th and State Line, or robsite.com.
But don't wait. These offers end soon.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel. Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast!
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
And you've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
North KC, 29 southbound, accident past 16th Avenue, 2 left lanes blocked. Solid traffic just crawling coming down from Davidson. 35 southbound gets heavy at the Shoto Traffic Way. Both freeways building delays. This is best avoided. Belton into Grandview, 49 northbound, still heavy from Missouri 58 up past 155th Street with multiple accidents reporting and the right lane blocked. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
It is Thursday. We will get into Smash or Pass. We'll get to Ron Slay. We'll get to one word. But before we do all of that, we have our last 4 drops of 2025-ish, I guess you could say. It came down to Binkley versus myself and Bob versus Cody. So with Binkley versus Dusty, it was this Bink drop.
The Bink drop, which, I mean, it lives on forever.
Boobs are great.
Versus Dusty's drop of, I know that I'm hard. Solid. We move to the Bob and Cody tap side now because those are the two going against each other with these 2 drops.
Bob's number 1 seed.
BBL Stinky.
And then Cody's number 1 seed.
Does it sound better if you play the hut first and then I know that I'm hard, or I know that I'm hard and then the hut? I know that I'm hard. So you've got about an hour and 10 minutes left until the voting window is closed in our tournament of dropness here on 96.5 The Fan. So we'll see.
And then the final will be posted at 8:30.
Yep.
We'll have our final matchup for an hour and 15 minutes. So get on and vote, and then get on and vote again.
And I believe from my private eye that I've seen on the station's account, the Bob and Cody one is like neck and neck.
It's going to come down to the wire.
Like last I checked, it was like 51-49 or somewhere around there.
Currently, actually, I'm glad you brought it up. Currently, 100 votes even. We just posted the poll about an hour ago. 100 votes even, 50-50.
Really?
We are exactly knotted up with BBL Stinky and Cody's Hut. So if you've got a passionate take about one of those drops,
is the hard blowing out the boobs are great.
Yeah. You're not. I know that I'm hard. 65% of the vote right now. Again, if you're like, what? Binkley's not making the final? Get on the Fan 965 and go vote.
Was that the overall number 1 seed from the start? Was the I know that I'm hard?
I think it had to be that or
BBL Stinky.
Like we get tweeted at it.
Yes.
I got tweeted at it last night. It said I know that I'm, and then it ... and it was Harden. Like it's so funny.
That's
randomly,
funny.
like on a Friday night, I'll be out with friends or something, or I'll be with family on Saturday afternoon, and it's like, mentioned by, and then I'll open it up and it'll be like, whoever. And then it just says, at Dusty Likens, I know that I'm hard. And it'll be like a picture of them on a golf course. Or it'll be a picture of like Paige Sporanic. Or it'll be like, at the Chiefs game or at a Royals game with a Surfside. I'm like, at least we're doing something right. We're getting that phrase buried into the brains of all you lovable sports radio listeners. So, yeah, somebody says, guys, get out there and vote. Solid text. So we'll get into one word, but the Packers make a move yesterday, and this is on Ari Meroff's X. The Panthers deal with left tackle Rasheed Walker is a 1-year, $4 million deal. He can make more via incentives. The Panthers signed former Packers offensive tackle Rasheed Walker to a 1-year deal.
Yeah, that's it. He was supposed to get $480, 1 year, $20 million. Like he was 20 AAV. That was the whole thing. Rasheed Walker's
happened?
getting a bag. It's a great question. No one really knows. But either way, the tackle market took a hit yesterday with that.
You think Brett Veach saw that?
Of course. And everyone's saying, you know, Chiefs taking a tackle at 9. They don't know what to do. Lose Jawan Taylor. Well, if Jawan Taylor's $4 million and not 15 or 20,
it's not a bad deal.
Starts to make me think about it. And I know the shivers go down your spine. The PTSD starts to go back.
Oh, Mac, no.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you can't come
for $4 million.
These are roommates that have moved apart, and there's the door's still open if it doesn't work out. No. You cannot have him come back.
I know you'd say that. And that's fine. I get where you're coming from, but if you do get him back for $3 or $4 million, let's say $4 million, the Rasheed Walker deal, and you have now 2 right tackles that can battle it out for a total of $14 million. They're both on the team for 2026. And you can draft someone in the 3rd or 4th round, or you can draft someone next year in 2027, which is going to be one of the better drafts of the century to get that premier right tackle instead of trying to do that in the 1st round this year.
Yeah, I don't think you should get a tackle in the 1st round.
Of course not. I don't either.
And I don't think that you can have Jawan Taylor back on this team. He had too muddy of a past here. If it was Orlando Brown Jr., yes.
Really?
Yes. Because he...
Wow. See, I would say that's so funny because I'd be like, no.
Because he didn't jump. He fixed what he had to fix. And then he decided to go get the bag in Cincinnati. So to me, it's sour when it first happens. Like, I'm sure there's a couple of people out there, they're like, wow, Ken Walker went to the Chiefs for that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Go get your money, whatever. But then, like, after a little bit of time... They get to the point where, like, well, I can't blame him. I mean, he won a Super Bowl here. Like, we're still pretty good. We got a good head coach. Like, he got paid. Like, good for them. We didn't have to pay him. But absolutely not can you have Jawan Taylor back on this team. Eric Bieniemy would have 2 gaps in his beard because he would have fists of hair being pulled out of his face every single time you hear false start, 74, offense. Like, I hope he goes and does great things in his life, just not on the offensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs. It never got fixed.
No.
It literally never got fixed. And we heard Andy Reid say, like, oh, yeah, I'll talk with him. Didn't work. It's just one of those things that maybe it's Collinsworth's fault a little bit, but maybe it's a lot of his fault for not fixing it. Like, I think
it's both, yeah.
It could be.
It's not fair, but it is what it is.
And
3 seasons, you have to fix it.
And it just was never good. It was never right, and it can't come back. It's the analogy that I gave it earlier is the analogy I give it now. You've lived with a roommate for 3 years, and all of a sudden he goes, you know what, buddy? I think I'm going to go move in with my girlfriend. And you're like, yes. And before he leaves, you guys have that agreement where it's like, this is life, man. Hey, if it doesn't work out, this is me now. Like, you got to find your own spot. And he's like, all right, cool. You had your time together. It wasn't always perfect. Now it's somebody else's burden. Now someone else can go try to fix that or try to do it. Because I guarantee you, if we were to play that team, George Karlaftis, who we kind of poo-pooed on, knows exactly how to get Jawan Taylor off sides. And so does everybody. Especially if you play for the Chiefs in all these games. And you can't have that on your team. It's a kid that disrupts the class all the time, but you're like, man, he's really good at puzzles. But he just always seems to like out-talk everybody when he's not supposed to. Let's bring him back into the class, and you lose control of the classroom You bring him back, you've lost everything that you've done this offseason by getting rid of your coordinators, bringing in more accountability, bringing in more guys that are red asses. And if this guy's here, he's going to ruin that too, in my opinion. I just think that his time is out. Like, he had his chance. He never changed it.
I think EB would be able to maybe potentially change that course. 1, 2, I think you got a guy who was the second or third highest paid guy on this team, would come back and be one of the lowest paid guys on this team, be fighting for his roster spot. His role, the aura around Juwan Taylor would be completely different coming to this. It would be a new start completely, both financially, both with his role, fighting for a starting position, and it would add depth for a cheap price. And I'll just remind everyone, because we've got someone saying, you saw Mahomes tear his ACL and decided you love it. You and I both know that was not at all because of Juwan Taylor or the offensive line. So let's stop that right now. That was not at all because of the offensive line.
No, I think the majority of it goes on the play calling, and I would say after that...
Also, that was just a freak. Injuries happen. Like, it sucked. He landed badly. It sucked. It's nothing to do with Juwan Taylor.
Yeah, I know where they're coming from, though. I think. I don't speak for everybody, and I don't think that the percentage of blame on Juwan Taylor is more than maybe 1%, because it's not just Juwan Taylor that's somehow given Patrick Mahomes this, like, PTSD of offensive line.
No.
It's not just Juwan Taylor. It's been everybody.
No.
And we've got to fix that this offseason.
And that goes back to, or even Orlando Brown Jr. You want to go back like that? That started back then.
We need to get Patrick Mahomes back on the highway.
Yeah.
He's been, when he was a 16-year-old kid, he put that sucker in drive and went 80 down 291. Now he's taking all the outer roads. He's going down Strother. He's going down Woods Chapel. He's going down all these roads because he's like, I got in a wreck on the highway. That was 4 years ago, Pat. That was 4 years ago when your offensive line was god-awful. Or 5. That it's not the same. You got to stay back. You've got to wait. Now, a little bit of Juwan Taylor that I would blame would be like the interception Mahomes threw in the end zone. I know Mahomes threw the pass, but the previous play that they gained got called back because of Juwan Taylor, and then the next play was the interception. And to me, that's the competitive prick that Patrick Mahomes is, where he's like, I've got to make up for this. We just had this. We were on the 2-yard line. We were going to give it to Kareem, and we were going to score. But damn it, 74 did it again. I've got to make something work. Intercepted. Crap. That's where I can't have Juwan Taylor back on this team, because I do blame that interception more so on Mahomes, but 40% of it's on Juwan Taylor. Because how many times did you want to punch a hole through your wall?
100%.
When it was like a 20-yard gain? Nah, dude. And you saw it go up in the air. Oh, and when everybody else was celebrating, because we're geeks, we're like, no. And we don't want to be buzzkill. We don't want to be a buzzkill. But in your head, you're going, it's coming back. And then what's almost every time said, false start, 74, offense. And you're like, knew it. And you know what's funny is your buddy's wife and sister know Juwan Taylor's name. That's how you know it's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
When those girls who are getting the kid, was that another one on Taylor? It was for sure. He's terrible. You know what I mean? Like, how many times have you had that situation happen? So to me, great if he goes and does great things for another team somewhere else.
He's a great pass blocker.
Great. I hope it works in Jacksonville. Or I hope it works. That's where he came from.
Yeah.
I hope it works in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It won't, but I hope it does.
We'll see.
Sorry if I was too hard on JT.
No, it's fine. I think for $4 million, I'll take an above-average pass blocker.
I wouldn't bring him back for $1 million.
I think that's bad practice. I think that's a good above-average right tackle.
That's going to ruin drives.
He'll compete for the spot.
I don't know. It's like
I get it.
It's like getting fired and rehired in a lower position. It's like, hey, you are a general manager. Not anymore, you're not, but you want to come back and be the assistant server manager? No! Everyone knows that guy sucked when he was at the top. What makes it any different now? But it's cheaper and he's got leadership values. I don't care. Either way.
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor.
You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
And maybe somebody was kind of on the roots of your point of saying draft a tackle at 9 or sign Taylor for like cheap $4 million.
Yeah, even first round, first 3 picks. I'd rather have Taylor back for cheap than waste any of those but use any of those first 4 picks. Top 75 picks on a tackle.
What would be your one word if the first thing you hear is in the 2026, the Kansas City Chiefs select tackle at 9?
Hate that pick.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Not like
Pissed. Absolutely. We can't sit here and talk about all these different positions we need to get a tackle at 9. That would
no, please.
No.
Please
Friday
don't.
would not be fun. Okay. Let's start.
Thursday night wouldn't be fun.
No.
We're picking 9.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, this Thursday night's going to be fun because we are here. March Madness is beginning. 3 hours and 45 minutes is the tournament will begin. 15 seed, Tennessee State, their guard, Aaron Nkrumah, will forego the NCAA tournament to prepare for the 2026 NBA draft. The junior guard averages over 17 points a game and is widely expected to go undrafted. He's not playing. One word. This is more of a football bowl game type situation.
I think the most interesting part is he's supposedly going to go undrafted.
That's the last sentence. Supposedly going to go undrafted. So
I can't imagine what the thought process is in that.
I don't either.
If you're going to go undrafted, you should be playing as much as you possibly can. I mean, decisions are your own, but my one word would be wild. Like if you're not, you have to be told from people that are inside the loop. Like Darren Peterson's agent is like, hey, man, you're still top 3. No matter what, you're going to go top 3.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He's hearing that every day. This kid should be hearing somebody say, dude, like, I'd play, man. You know, like, they're thinking you're going to go undrafted. You're going to get, like, play. So that's interesting to me that he's doing that.
Yeah, I would say agent. Yeah, I want to be in those rooms. I want to hear what the conversations are because obviously there's a strategy. There's a reason he's doing this.
Right. Intrigued.
Yeah, exactly. Very intrigued, and I want to see how that works out. It's too bad. 17 points a game. That's a lot in college. Would like to see him maybe play. We'll stick with college here because, man, it's the story of the day. Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, what?
What?
He got shidored?
Yeah, so North Carolina is going to raise Caleb Wilson's jersey in the rafters after one season and not even a full season, unfortunately, because of his injury. One word on Caleb Wilson in the rafters at North Carolina next to Michael Jordan.
Next to Jerry Stackhouse? Like Rasheed Wallace? Yeah, what?
And then Caleb Wilson.
Never heard of him. I didn't understand that either, and it made me immediately want to rage bait. Like, I was like, I'm reading this right. This isn't a parody account, because you know how we say we learned from Miami, Ohio last night playing in Dayton? We were like, we've now learned that when you see something egregious like this, you click on tweet, you then go to Twitter, and then you look for the bio or to make sure it doesn't say Adam Scheffler. It actually says Scheffler or whatever.
Yes.
And I saw this yesterday, man. I was like, first thing I thought, I was like, this is as dumb as Shedeur Sanders getting his number retired.
Yeah,
he played
maybe
12 games.
It's more dumb maybe because at least
Shedeur was there 2 years.
He was there 2 years. He put the school, or his dad and him put the school on the map. He did bring in lots of money. That was Bob's argument. Well, he brought in lots of money. He changed the
didn't.
The
His
narrative
dad
of the
did.
school. His dad did, and he kind of did, I guess. And really, Travis Hunter did. But yeah, no, this is egregious would be my one word.
Caleb
Embarrassing.
Wilson jersey retired in North Carolina.
Standard. Another good word. I mean, go Vern. I mean, UNC set the standard. Caleb
Maybe
Wilson.
Matt Leinart should just let anybody wear his number at this point. It doesn't mean anything.
And we're Caleb Wilson guys. We think he's going to be great.
Yeah, I think he's fantastic. I just think he needs to stop dunking. Was that a real dunk last night from Ant?
That was one of the best things I've ever seen.
I mean, to get that video from that court side, I mean, he ruined that man's career. Yes. Not only did he body him in his face, he then stood over him and then realized that he hurt his thumb.
One word, sunned. Yeah, go look it up. Anthony Edwards had one of the best dunks I've ever seen in my life.
He comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You remember when Billy Donovan scored the goal for the U.S. in the South African World Cup, and you're like, oh my. Same reaction I had with Anthony Edwards. out of nowhere, left side of your phone screen, and then it's just there's a body on the floor there because of that man.
Yeah, John Collins got absolutely postered over there in Utah.
More like a Tom Collins, wasted.
And Ant did the elongated stare.
Of course. And then he's like, ow.
Yeah, I know. He's like, yeah, he always says it hurts. I mean, I'm sure it does.
Ask Caleb Wilson, whose number's retired.
Yeah, jeez. Troy,
Do you
I believe
know
they.
what number Caleb Wilson is?
No.
Okay.
Do you? I mean,
I think it's 8.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sounds
But I don't know,
fine.
Can you be 8 in college basketball?
Sure.
Normally all the numbers are like one-handed to be able to respond.
So, yeah, you're right. Actually, no, you couldn't be. Yeah, you're right. Then you could. Yeah, you're right.
Anyways, retire that guy.
Troy, I believe they're the best three-point shooting team in the tournament, over 40%, over 42%, I believe.
Cool.
I think they play today. I can't remember if it's today or tomorrow. They're a 12 or 13 seed. Either way, here's one of their players talking about their work ethic and what they do.
We try to pride ourselves in being a tough team. That's our motto. Take the stairs, so we try to be tough in every aspect. Tough when we go rebound, tough when we in the stands playing defense, tough on offense, getting level-headed. And
take the stairs?
Take the stairs. Take the stairs. Any hotel we're in, no elevators, take the stairs. We always taking the stairs. It's a way of life, honestly. Just getting out the mud, So, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
How about that? Never taking the stairs.
Basically, all three of us that do this show. I don't take the elevator here. Now, we're not going. And yes, sorry, Landon Donovan, not Billy Donovan. I'm so sorry. Yeah, one word. Dedication. I mean, that guy seemed like he's focused on the game. Great accent, too, by the way.
Yeah, he had it going on. Yes. I mean, I saw the 3-point stat, then I saw that video. One word. Win. I changed my pick in my bracket.
Yeah.
I saw the 3-point stat. I saw this guy and taking the stairs and their attitude. I'm like, you know what? That's all I need. This is March Madness, baby. Let's go. I'll take it.
One word on Drew Nixon asked us we filled our brackets out. Yesterday we said no, and then he goes, dumb. And then he comes back and his bracket's not filled out.
It wasn't all the way filled out.
Okay, just making sure we were in the right there. By the way, to give you guys a little bit of a story, Mac and I were doing some work in the side studio, and Drew comes in and goes, do you guys have your brackets filled out yet? I go, always 10 o'clock on Thursday. Dumb. He comes back in. He goes, "Here you go, boys." And he doesn't even have he has like gaps in the bracket.
Oh, massive gaps.
Like there's 2 Sweet 16 spots unwritten. There's like the entire Final Four is completely wide open.
One region hasn't been touched.
And I'm like, you don't even have yours done. He goes, dumb. Give me the ball so I can dunk it. Dunks are overrated. Absolutely big time. If you watch this, you might have a different opinion. I mean, this man comes out of nowhere and flies up and then just I didn't know if it was real.
No,
I thought it was AI.
Seriously. No, your mind will be changed on this one. 816 Troy's about to get pounded. I've been pounded this week. We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see. I've got maybe after Ron Slay we'll get some basketball knowledge.
Woo.
And then we'll talk about what we've got wagered on in the 9 o'clock hour. Because I've got my first wager set, I believe, for today, and I'll run you by it maybe later on in the show. And make sure before we get out of here, make sure you get on our Twitter page. Go vote.
Yeah. You got 4 drops left. We've got 50 minutes left until we get to the final 2, and we will get back to it here on the other side here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed. Well, that
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control are back, baby, and we are excited about it. Springtime is here, and it's time to get those lawns looking awesome. And that's what Aspen Lawn and Pest Control did for us exactly 1 year ago. After they stopped laughing about how bad our lawn looked, they got to work, and they have now given us the best-looking lawn on the block. And we couldn't be happier with the service that we've gotten from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Their college-educated professionals know exactly what they're doing here in Kansas City. They study the soil. They study the seeds. They know everything to make sure that your lawn looks awesome, and it works. Look for those blue trucks that you see all over town from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, and then look behind that truck. What do you see? The best-looking lawn on the block. Right now, Aspen is growing as well. They're hiring, so if you want to join a great team, work for a great company that does amazing work in Kansas City, Call Aspen Lawn and Pest Control today, and they can take care of you, just like they've taken care of our lawn for the last year. Right now, you're going to get a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. Just visit them at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
Calling all college hoops fans. Make your next bet during March matchups at BetMGM go even further with an odds boost token. Simply add any tournament bet to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If that bet hits, you'll walk away with a higher payout for a tournament full of unforgettable moments. BetMGM is your sports book for all of it. Enjoy same-game parlays, live betting through all your favorite games, dark mode, and so much more during March matchups. And when there's a break in the tournament action, or you're looking to switch things up, check out daily promotions and offers for all your favorite sports. Don't miss your chance at a bigger March matchup score with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a staff accountant at the height of tax season.
Congrats, looks like the company owes, $50 in taxes. How about that?
That seems low. Why only 50?
Why do you care so much? It's not your money.
This is a job for sponsored jobs. This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite awards show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all of that action. Right now, you can make entries and win money in the state of Missouri. And it's March. It's time for basketball. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just choose whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. And once you get those entries right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. What are you thinking about for March? Maybe it's the NBA. Maybe it's college basketball. There's so much going on that you can choose from on the Underdog app, and that's why I love playing. There's so much going on. So download the app today and use promo code BOB to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 with promo code BOB. Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 and over, present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
North KC, 29 southbound, accident past 16th Avenue. Very heavy, long delays. Just one lane getting by. The right lane only open solid from North Oak Traffic Way, and it's very heavy on 35 southbound coming down from Brighton. This situation is best avoided. Belton into Grandview, 49 northbound, very heavy from Missouri 58 up past 155th Street. An accident in the right lane. Alan Carr, 96 by the Fan traffic.
Back at it on a Thursday. Feels like Friday, and tomorrow is Friday, so it'll especially feel like Friday. Woo! What are those?
Oh, I'm excited.
And now those trees are going to start blooming that smell like, they smell like semen.
Yes.
What are those trees
yeah,
called?
Yeah,
They're like white and fluffy, and they stink.
They stink so bad.
They're like mucus trees, but like not mucus that comes from your nose.
I've had so many conversations about these trees.
I hate them.
Everyone hates these trees.
When the wind is just right,
Yeah.
it's just like that smell comes in. Oh. Sounded like Drew was focused on the stairs. That's pretty funny.
Bradford pear.
Ugh.
Bradford pear trees. Freaking
BBL stinky.
Worse than that. Hey, don't forget you got about 40 minutes left.
Yep.
And you can vote on our last remaining 4 in our bracket. Mac, let's get those ready so we can play them for the people.
Yes, please.
So they know that they can go vote on Twitter, on X before 8:30 to see who faces each other in the finals in the Binkley versus Dusty bracket that has now come down to these two sounds. This is the Binkley one.
Boobs are so magical.
Which is great, too.
It's this one.
Boobs are great.
Versus, I know that I'm hard. And then you have the Bob and Cody matchup in our round of 4 finalists. And it is Bob's
BBL stinky
versus Cody's hot. And that one was neck and neck at least 20 minutes ago when we talked about this.
Yep. They are very, very close. So make sure and get your vote in the next 40 minutes, and then the final will be revealed, and you'll have an hour and change to vote on that final matchup. That's it.
Bob's not here. He's on spring break, so we do things a little bit differently. This is the Smash or Pass segment, so when you hear this sounder...
The nuttiness that you talked about is definitely there.
When you hear the nuttiness dropped from Drew Nixon, you want to be caller number 4. 4, because we've got 4 drops left. You want to be caller number 4, and you got a chance at a $50 gift card from Booth Creek Wagyu, Casey's Best Steaks, now with 2 locations, 95th and Knoll and 135th and Metcalf. Also, Shawnee Mission on a mission to do more. Online at ShawneeMissionForward.com. So I'm interested because I don't know how many of you guys out there are okay, I just got quoted as saying, Dusty Likens, this is a fake story about a kid from Tennessee State player opting out. Somebody grokked it on Twitter. Sorry to do that to you there randomly. I don't know.
Oh, really? Fake story?
Fake story, apparently.
I mean, first of all, I apologize. Second off, that makes sense. Because why would someone do that?
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, this is...
But what a weird, like, that's not even like a funny fake story. It's just like an actual, like...
Yeah.
God. People
Suckers.
Suck. I feel like we need Bob here. Don't believe anything.
Bradford pear smells like rotten. Exactly. And then someone says, Dusty, if that's what yours smells like, you need to go see the doctor. I don't know, man. That's just the first thing that comes to my head when I hear this, or I get the smell of a Bradford pear, because it stinks, man.
Yeah, I should have checked the profile. That's my bad. I've been pounded this week.
No doubt. Bradford pear, not the dogwood. Dogwoods, don't they smell good? Yeah, dude, we just got nailed with like 18 Bradford pear trees. Pass would be my thing there. I'm sure on Twitter, on X, you've seen all the, the new ballpark foods that are out there. So I thought the most intriguing one was because they had one in Arizona that's like 120-ounce nacho bucket.
Dude.
I don't know what we're trying to do, if we're just getting people to like soil themselves when it comes to going to a baseball game.
Yeah.
But nothing beats the new Marlins machete. And it's also served in a custom carrying case. And this 2-foot homemade flour tortilla is grilled on a flat top with melted mozzarella, some cheese, marinated carne asada, smoky gallo pepper sauce, and salsa verde and cilantro.
Sounds incredible.
Sounds great. Don't need 2 feet of it.
Yeah.
You know, like
You don't need 1 foot of it.
the Marlins machete, 2-foot quesadilla.
Great name.
I mean, if you 2 feet, is that like 3 seats in a stadium?
Yeah, literally.
So you just go there and you're like, all right, you want an outside piece? You want the center?
Exactly.
I'll take the right outside edge.
Yeah, one a
And
little
just cut,
crispy.
and you got the machete box on your lap, and you're all just chilling, hoping to the Lord above that a fly ball doesn't come in your direction when you got the machete on your lap.
Hear these bucket nachos.
120 ounces of nachos. Yeah, that's what people want.
Here's the 999 challenge. Can I just like watch the game?
Yeah, they have that as well. Now the Mets are doing the 999 challenge. And have we jumped the shark on tahini? Tahini is everywhere.
Everyone loves tahini.
Dodgers, watermelon, habanero, margarita cooler cup sipper that you can keep, and it's dusted with tahini around the rim.
It's fine.
The cooler drink. I need the cooler cup. That thing's awesome.
Yeah, the cooler cup looks dope.
Because the Royals have one. I never got one last year. I'd love to have one this year. But yeah, the Diamondbacks will have the Take Me Out to the Ball Game shake at games this year. It's a salted caramel shake with whipped cream, peanut butter, sandwich cookies, Kit Kat bars, and Cracker Jacks.
So much. I didn't need like
less is more.
Salted caramel shake. Cool, I'm in.
The drumstick is the perfect ice cream dessert. You get chocolate and peanuts. You get ice cream. You get caramel. You get chocolate or nothing, and then you get that little melted end of the cone at the end.
It's the best.
I don't need a 90-pound ice cream bucket from the Arizona Diamondbacks. That is massive. And then, of course, we have the Masters, which are less than a month away.
Very close.
Yeah, the Masters, I believe, are the Thursday. They will start the Thursday after Easter. Easter is April 5th. I believe the Masters are that Thursday following. And, of course, well, you know the rules. They always have the Wednesday night dinner, the Champions Dinner. Well, Rory McIlroy, for those of you that forgot already, won the Masters last year. 2 years ago, Scotty Scheffler, I believe, won it. And his dinner was like chicken nuggets, mashed potatoes, and gravy. It was very Texas-ish. I think there was like a Texas ribeye. I'm being facetious here, but
it
like
was fine. But
it didn't. Yeah, it was good.
It was good. Like I would eat it and enjoy it. But this looks impeccable.
Yeah. So Rory's appetizers are peach and ricotta flatbread. So it's got a balsamic, a hot honey, and a basil. I could go without this next one. Bacon wrapped dates.
Very in on that. I love dates.
Oh.
Yeah.
I tried dates. Didn't like it.
With goat cheese? Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, it's got the goat cheese and almonds. I'd pass on that one. Then you got the rock shrimp tempura with a creamy, spicy sauce on the side. We're obviously smashing fried shrimp. Grilled elk sliders that comes with a caramelized onion jam, roasted garlic aioli.
Yeah, apparently he was eating elk all last Masters. That was what he was eating. And so he kind of wanted it to be an entree, but didn't know how people felt about it. So he wanted it to be an appetizer because he ate it a lot last year, apparently, during the tournament.
That's good knowledge. Then you get a first course, yellowfin tuna carpaccio.
Sign me up.
Yeah, it comes on a toasted baguette with chives, like a little, like almost like a salmon dip. Almost what it kind of reminds me. It'd be like a little dip appetizer. Then for your main course, you can get the Wagyu filet mignon or the seared salmon. And then for dessert, smash a sticky toffee pudding. Comes with vanilla ice cream and a warm toffee sauce.
Smash.
I mean, Rory McIlroy, what a just miraculous menu. I mean, because you know that toffee sauce, man, that's going to have to get you a little.
The nuttiness that you talked about is definitely there.
That's it. Caller number 4. You got to tell Mac that he's awesome, that you love his laugh, and you know exactly what Mac's minute was on yesterday. I'll give you a hint. It wasn't the NFL.
Mac's awesome.
Caller number 4. Tell Mac he's awesome and tell him what his Mac's minute was on yesterday, which you can find and follow it on the Fan 965. We get back with Ron Slay, our guy, next here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
This is voice of the Wildcats, Wyatt Thompson, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for K-State Athletics, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
In my house, hot water's a commodity. With 3 ladies at home, the tank is always empty. If you need to upgrade or replace your water heater, State Water Heaters has the answer. The Adapt Gas Tankless Water Heater with X3 Scale Prevention Technology delivers endless hot water, energy savings, and no annual maintenance. Plus, it's rebate eligible. So, tell your plumber to pick one up today at Reeves Weideman. Visit them at rwco.com or check out statewaterheaters.com.
Coming to Kansas City, the NAIA Men's College Basketball Championship. 16 teams, 15 games, 6 days, 1 national champion. The NAIA Men's College Basketball Championship at Municipal Auditorium, March 19th through 24th. Non-stop college basketball action at a ticket price good enough to bring the whole family. Get your tickets now at NAIAHoops.com.
Low testosterone can be a real problem for many men. It causes poor sleep patterns, decreased energy, low sex drive, and it makes it really hard to stay in shape. And as we all know, a healthy body is very important to our overall health and well-being. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if some or all of these symptoms sound like you, we can likely help you be done with low T. We can also help you lose weight, support your metabolism, improve your gains in the gym, and more with our new targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1s, PDA, and more. Our low T protocols, applied in conjunction with our body composition plans, will help most men see real improvements, true weight loss, higher energy, improved sleep, stronger workouts, and a renewed sex drive as well. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on treatment the same day, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com.
Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
What if you could have the most reliable Wi-Fi? And get this, what if you could keep it at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Just 5 years of fiber-powered Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most.
That finds and fixes problems before you even notice them. Like super intelligent Wi-Fi with a 6th sense. And that keeps you gaming in the fast lane, even when the whole family's banking on bandwidth. And here's the best part. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included.
Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi.
Hey, let's face it, a lot can change in 5 years. Kids grow taller, dreams grow bigger, but your Wi-Fi? It would stay reliable and the price would stay put. The Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that.
Select plans only. Restrictions apply. Powered by fiber, connected to the premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here for Renner Garage Door, America's oldest family-owned garage door company, serving both wholesale and retail markets. Free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door.
RENNER. This hour is brought to you by State Water Heater and Reeves Weideman, online at rwco.com. Need a water heater? State Water Heaters has the solution. The Adapt Gas Tankless Water Heater with X3 Scale Prevention delivers efficient, on-demand hot water with no annual maintenance and may qualify for money-saving utility rebates. Ask your plumber for State at Reeves Weideman. Visit rwco.com or statewaterheaters.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
North KC, 29 southbound recovering. Accident 16th Avenue has cleared. Long delays coming down from the 169 highway interchange down past Harvin. 35 southbound quite heavy from Brighton. 169 highway heavy from 29 down towards 9 highway with construction. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Burns on Deck show for the Royals home opener against the Twins on March 30th starts at 2. First pitch just after 3. All right here on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan. KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City in Odyssey Sports Station.
Sometimes you have to It's hard to believe the text line sometimes. Somebody just texted in that if you eat vanilla ice cream and put soy sauce on it, it tastes like caramel. There's no way in hell. No. There is not a belief in my body that could tell me that if I put soy sauce on my vanilla ice cream, it's going to taste like caramel. Now,
BBL stinky.
I want to get to our guy because I love this time of year because I love the input of Ron Slay. You can see it all the time on ESPN. Ron, how are you doing on the best day in college sports?
I'm good, man. Glad to be back on with you and Dusty, Mac Daddy and Dusty. Like I'm here for it, man. This is the time of the year. This is what we're looking for.
Yeah, our co-host, he's almost 50. He went on spring break, so us young guys, ironically, stayed back. And I mean, you know, when Dad leaves the house and the kids take over, Ron, you got to know it's getting turned up every day in here.
It's supposed to. It's like, why would it? Like, you ain't got to clean up till the day before they come back. You know what I mean? So you leave the house trashy, leave snacks and everything all around. It's cool, man. Have a ball.
Oh, I'll pledge the hell out of the table. You'll slide your ass right across it when you sit down on it. Hey, let's get to this because I learned a lesson last night, Ron. I learned that I've got to look at where these playing games are because last night was a home game for Miami of Ohio. And they did everything they were supposed to do. I'm not impressed. I don't think that they're as good as maybe they think they are. But, hey, believe in yourself and see where it goes. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be right pissed if Tennessee can't get the job done against Miami of Ohio. I know that's your alma mater, Mac Daddy's alma mater. I've already told Mac if they let me down this time, I'm done. But you got to like that matchup for Tennessee, yes or no?
Yeah, I love the matchup. For them. I would have preferred to play SMU just because the pace would have been a little different. I think the spaced out threes that Miami of Ohio or Miami University, as they want to be called, they play with. So I will say the size, this adds up for a great advantage for Tennessee just because of the offensive rebounding that Tennessee was able to do. You saw yesterday, man, the offensive rebounds that SMU was able to gather over and over and get different opportunities. You make those putbacks, you kind of stifle that run and be able to defend the three-point line, you'll be fine. You know, don't give up second chances, and I think that's one of Tennessee's strengths coming into it. But you also got to be aware, man, all it takes is a team to get hot. And like you said, I think that was the biggest advantage. They had home court last night. That was ridiculous, man. Like, how did they had the guys running down like it was a home game with the Speedos and everything? That wasn't supposed to be able to happen. But it is what it is. You know, that's what the madness is about. So kudos to them for handling business.
Yeah, and part of the big madness here, Slay, is the freshmen. I mean, the freshman class is unbelievable. You got to watch one over there in the SEC tournament. Win it all. Darius Acuff went off. Now he's being kind of rumored and brought up in the same names as Kyrie Irving. What do you think about Darius Acuff? And if Ron Slay had the number 1 overall pick, who would he choose right now?
Yeah, it depends on need when it comes to my pick, which one it would be. But I do think, man, I've been saying it since November 1st. We had their first game, and we had the opportunity to interview him on the SEC network after the game. And as soon as he went off, I said, man, that dude right there, man, is special. He's watching this game. He can do it in all 3 levels. And his most underrated attribute is passing. Like, he led the SEC in scoring and assists, man, and it hasn't been done since Pistol Pete Maravich. Like, that's saying enough right there, thinking about all the guards that came through the SEC and the caliber of guys that they went on to be in the pros. And I think he's one right in line for him. You know, if I had that opportunity to take him, I know A.J. DeBonsa is going to be the one to put butts in seats for sure. But if you're talking about just controlling your franchise and a cornerstone, there's no question that he would be the top 2 pick in my mind. I also love Caleb Wilson, too, for North Carolina. But this is Darius Acuff, he's special, man. And he's been this way since day one. This wasn't nothing that he got hot and started playing this way. He started playing this way from game 1 of the regular season.
Caleb Wilson, Ron, so good they're going to retire his number in North Carolina. I couldn't believe that story yesterday, but do you, boo. Hey, I want to bring this up because we had this question earlier. Would it be more of a shock to you if KU made the Elite 8 or if the Missouri Tigers made the Sweet 16? Because if Missouri obviously makes the Sweet 16, they beat Purdue and St. Louis, which Obviously, you remember the story of Matt Painter almost going to Mizzou. They're the 2 seed, Mizzou the 10. And Missouri's got to survive Miami, which I think they do because of what we just talked about with Miami University or whatever, playing at Dayton, right? Basically a home game. And then KU, if they get to the Elite Eight, they would have to beat Duke in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I'll be more shocked if KU makes it there. But just from the simple fact, I love that team. I love what they got down low. And it all hinges to me to make a deep run on what Darren Peterson is going to do. Like, he's been playing more, but his efficiency hasn't been as it was when he was playing lesser minutes. So it'll be interesting to see how they're able to shake out what Bill Self's able to get out of those guys. I think Missouri is undervalued when you look at just the front line that these guys have. Sean Phillips Jr., if he's able to keep his head and continue to leave an impact the way he is, that's 7-1 right there in the starting lineup, being backed up by Trent Burns at 7-5. So there's no front line running around like that with a reserve to come in that's just as athletic to give you a lift. And then a 6'10" with Pierce out there shooting the ball. Mark Mitchell is another one that can go down there and get you 30. Like, they are a complete team, and I believe Dennis Gates will have those guys rolling. I like them more. I actually got them in my bracket going to the Sweet 16, just for the simple fact I don't like the chemistry that Purdue has coming in to this. Even though they won the Big Ten, I don't like the chemistry they have coming into this tournament right here. It's not the past Purdue teams that we've been able to see.
Let's go. Hot on the Tigers. Okay, so Tigers surprise team. I've heard Hofstra. People are hot on them. Is there another, low-key, 12C, whatever it is, that you're like, yeah, this team could make a run?
Yeah, I think South Florida, man, the way their matchup, I think South Florida is undervalued as well. I think they could get hot and get some things done. I forgot exactly who they play. Because I don't have my sheet in front of me, but I do have them upsetting in the first round. I got Texas A&M pulling an upset on St. Mary's as well. I think that's going to be a contrast in style to their big lineup, the slow ball. I think the pressure that bucketball is going to be able to provide getting out of the SEC play is going to be something that a lot of people haven't seen and a lot of people are not used to. They're going to have to make some shots, but I got a couple of upsets in this tournament.
South Florida, Ron's playing Louisville.
That's it. With Michael Brown being out with his back, that's it.
Yep.
I think they advanced, man. They got some guys that can get busy with South Florida. So I think what did they have? The Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, and Newcomer of the Year. First one to do that ever in their conference. So man, they got Isaiah. I forgot his last name, but he can go. He can go.
Ron, 4 number 1 seeds: Duke, Michigan, Florida, and Arizona. I think Arizona wins the whole thing because of the lack of disrespect they got in the All-American final voting. The fact there wasn't one of their players on this list it's insane to me, I think. But is there one of the Final Four that you look at and you're like, I don't think that team's getting there?
Yeah, I honestly don't think Duke's going to make it, man. I think Duke's banged up. I do think they have the most consistent player in Cam Boozer, but with them being banged up, not knowing what Caleb Foster, if he's going to be able to get back, the Bunga down low, if he's going to be able to get back active. So you're putting a lot of pressure on Cam Boozer to carry the load, man. And if that's the case, then I just think that's a lot of wear and tear, man, on a guy that's got to go through this and carry the load by himself, especially running up against a team that, if things shake out the way they should, St. John, I like Zuby Ejiofor, man. Like, that young man can go. You know Rick Pitino in the NCAA tournament. You know the magic that he can create. So I got St. John's upsetting them, and I got St. John's actually coming out of that bracket. I got them beating UConn coming out of that bracket, yeah, man. And then I do think Arizona gets back to the championship game. No question. I got them beating Iowa State. And then I got a rematch of what we saw early in the year, Florida and Arizona. And I don't think this is the same Florida team that Arizona was used to early in the year, the way that Todd Golden to have these guys rolling and playing in the identity that they now have. So
you got them going back to
rematch
back?
right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
Going back to back. I like that, Ron. I like that.
Let's go. All right.
I mean, they do them in twos. I've never seen Florida win just one national championship and move on. They usually do them in twos.
Sounds like my dating life.
Slay, we appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, dude. Ron, enjoy
You're
the
the
best
man.
time of the year, man. We enjoy you as much as we can have you. Thank you for the time, sir.
Always, man. No doubt.
You got it.
Big play, Slay.
That's right, man.
He's the man.
I like that. He thinks Duke's the weakest 1 seed.
Yeah.
And he thinks Mizzou's going to upset Purdue.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I know.
Dude.
Let's go, dude. That got me fired up.
Fire me up, baby.
Woo.
Let's go. We got to go to a break. I got to hit a cigarette, and we'll get back to sports on 96.5 The Fan. You're on for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you something. My friends over at QC Kinetics saw the weather yesterday and said everybody needs to be outside doing outdoor activities, whether it's stuff around the yard, whether it's playing golf, pickleball, tennis, running, whatever it is. The springtime is here, and the last thing you want to do is not be able to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather because you have pain in your joints. And I'll tell you, getting older faster than you should ain't in the cards at QC Kinetics. Ongoing pain makes you feel older than you are, but here's the good news. QC Kinetics patients are getting relief, feeling younger, and jumping back into life full speed, and it didn't happen in an operating room. At QC Kinetics, they use the latest regenerative treatments backed by real science, treatments that take the tiny, powerful healing tools inside your body, concentrate them right where you need that relief. That's how they do it at QC Kinetics, and the sooner you get started, the sooner you're going to feel better. Find out if you're a candidate for QC Kinetics regenerative treatment. Your first visit and consultation's free. 816-412-6299. That's 816-412-6299. QC Kinetics off 435 in State Line and in Gladstone. 816-412-6299.
I hope you are sitting down. The ACA Marketplace has announced significant increases on monthly premiums, with deductibles over $10,000. You can enroll with Matt B. and KC at BBS Insurance's Freedom of Choice plan now. You don't have to wait. Their plan lets you use any doctor, has zero outpatient deductibles, and is 30 to 60% lower cost than most Obamacare plans. Also, there's no income disclosure required, so no potential tax penalties. If you're a small business owner or pay for your own health insurance, you're uninsured, you're on COBRA, or your employer coverage is just too expensive, call Matt B. and KC for an instant quote over the phone. 816-205-4664. That's 816-205-4664. Or go to bbsinsurance.net. That's bbsinsurance.net. They will customize a plan chosen and managed by you, not the government.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more. USPS, official shipping sponsor of the NHL.
DQ presents
The Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ soft serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into soft serve. Plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
I'm McCall with Lee Summit Subaru, and it's time to make a big deal out of nothing. Announcing Lee Summit Subaru's 0% event. Up to 0% financing on select 2025 Subaru models for 72 months. And we have the largest selection of Subaru certified vehicles in Kansas City, starting as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Fall in love with driving again at Lee Summit Subaru. The Subaru A Lot to Love event.
Based on January 2025 through June 2025 Kansas City inventory listings.
Man, your yard looks great. Who does that for you, Gunther?
It's Gunter, no H.
You sure it's not Gunther?
Listen, we've been with Gunter for years. They take care of our lawn with 7 annual applications. We're weed-free and have a lusher, thick, green lawn. Trust me, it's Gunter.
No matter how you say it, we've been helping Kansas City homeowners improve their yards for decades. For greener, thicker lawns, it's Gunter.
I'm pretty sure it's Gunther.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Northland, 29 southbound, heavy at Davidson, stays that way down towards 16th Avenue with an earlier accident that has cleared. Things are recovering, but still a lot of slow stuff into there. 169 highway southbound, heavy around 9 highway, moves better as you get down towards the airport. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Do you disagree with joint bachelor bachelorette parties?
It depends.
Okay.
Most of the time, yeah.
So my 20-year anniversary of graduating high school is coming up. Graduated in 2006. It's 2026, right? So I've been graduating for 20 years.
That's crazy.
I still miss Miss Buchanan to this day. Happy that she's married in life and doing her things, but Spanish was a hell of a time when I was a senior. I know that I'm hard, but there's 2 high schools in Blue Springs, right? Blue Springs South, Blue Springs. And on our 20th anniversary page, I didn't go to the 10-year. I don't know if I go to the 20-year, but on our page, it says that they're trying to do a joint 20-year anniversary of both high schools.
Oh, interesting.
Disagree.
Yeah, different high schools, different high school experiences, different friends. I didn't know these people.
They just want more people that they possibly can get.
Exactly, because people aren't going to go.
No. Do you go to your reunions?
I'll have mine next year.
Your 10-year?
My 10-year will be
And
next
you'll
year.
go for sure?
Probably not. I mean,
yeah, no way.
Yeah, probably not.
And I'm not a hater against it. It's just like, I mean, 20 years is kind of special.
Yeah, that's a long time.
But, I mean, hey, what's up, man? So what do you do these days? Oh, well,
exactly.
I don't know, and I don't know if I should go. I'm just kind of like, do I need to go there and be like, oh, nice, look. Because
that person. And
that's 100% an Irish goodbye.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? How do you go, man?
Where'd Dusty go?
Gone.
Yeah, he's been gone.
You've got 10 minutes to get to the final votes. We'll get them ready for you once again as we are into our last 4 of our Dropness of March of 96.5 The Fan. Binkley versus Dusty's drops and Bob's versus Cody's. Binkley versus Dusty. This is the 3 seed of the Binkley bracket.
Boobs are great.
Versus the 1 seed in the Dusty Mac bracket. I know that I'm hard. And then this is the 1 seed in the Bob Fescoe bracket.
BBL Stinky.
Going against the number 3 seed.
I think this is a 1-1.
1-1 in the Cody and Alex bracket.
Yeah, 1 seed.
A 1 of 1 drop. A 1 of 1 drop. By the way, Cody and Alex live and with Drew. Live on location.
Heck yeah.
They will be at the International Tap House. I was actually at the iTap in Lee Summit last night. They will not be in Lee Summit, though. So don't go to that one.
No, they'll be downtown.
Downtown, iTap. By
yeah.
the way, you want to know what your boy did last night with his group of trivia dudes?
How'd you guys place?
First?
Wow.
These are our places.
You guys been working your way up.
And this one was an 11-team event.
So big. Lots of teams.
Big one.
Yeah.
So we've gone, in the last 3
boys.
weeks, we went third, second, first. We have arrived. We have arrived.
Yeah.
Team Penny lovers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of your sports comp. I mean, you guys are like the Thunder.
We're the Bears.
You guys are the Bears? Okay.
Yeah. Next year, we're going to win the North.
You're going to win it all? Yeah, okay. Great.
We're going to win the North. We're going to go to the Super Bowl, and everyone's going to be like, Dusty and Mac were right about Caleb.
Finally.
It just took Ben Johnson. And Ben Johnson's getting up there. He's getting some credit.
Absolutely.
With what he's done.
Yeah.
He's shown that what he can do works.
Oh.
Maybe different from this next guy. So I'm kind of getting tired of Eli Drinkwitz. And you know me. Watch a lot of Mizzou football. Follow a lot of local teams. And I thought when Eli Drinkwitz landed Luther Burden, I was like, here we go. Mizzou fans, follow me here. Let me talk to you. So Eli Drinkwitz warns college football could head down a similar path as the MLB due to spending disparities. Quote, if you're going to have teams that have $45 million rosters competing against teams that have 15 million and 20 million rosters, you're going to run the risk of turning into the Major League Baseball Association, where you have the Dodgers and the Florida Marlins. And that's a professional league that's not growing, that's struggling in their TV deals. So where I'm at with Eli Drinkwitz, I need Eli Drinkwitz to do more on the field production than off the field mouth running. I understand that he's a well-educated man on the college sports spectrum. I understand that. But like you'd think with all these takes and all these ideas, this guy and his program would be pristine. And I bring up the Luther Burden stuff because I really, really thought when they got Luther Burden that maybe at this point, maybe now, Mizzou is done being like a bottom feeder of the SEC. Like, oh yeah, they're in the SEC, but like, yeah, if they were still in the Big 12, they'd be one of the top 3 best teams, but they're in the men's league of the SEC, so they're a top 15 team in this conference. They're in the lower tier of the SEC. No way are they in the Georgia, Alabama, LSU, all that. They're with Arkansas and Vanderbilt and Oklahoma and maybe Texas, but maybe Texas will get better. I don't know, but that's where I would pair Mizzou. And Eli Drinkwitz seems to be out here advocating and saying all this stuff like he's Nick Saban. Eli, can you just win for me? Can you get to a college football playoff and then worry about where you're going to go? Because your school is one of these schools that can have a lot of money. Stan Kroenke is a University of Missouri alum. Missouri got a $60 million random drop of NIL money just on their front door. Stan Kroenke is one of the most busiest producing owners of nothing but winning franchises. Why don't you get to a winning standard before you worry about the future of college football? I understand there is concern, but college football, there's never been parity. It's always been the big teams that win, pre and post NIL. Like, yes, the Indiana story's great. The Royals in the World Series was great. But you're going to have that every once in a while. You're not going to get full change. And I just want Eli to just be better at Mizzou. Is that too much? Am I being too greedy on Eli? Like, am I at the point now where maybe I should just enjoy it and be like, you know what? In today's age of college football, 8-9 wins a year, you should be happy with that. Or should I want at least one time for Mizzou to be taken seriously as a football team in the SEC that could actually get into the SEC or into the college football tournament?
When the season starts, not in June.
Right.
Yeah, they're contenders in June and July. I don't care about
year.
that. I don't care about that. Yeah, when the season starts, can you actually have double-digit wins consistently, multiple years in a row, make a big bowl game,
I'm telling you,
upset
man,
in
Brady
Alabama?
Cook's coming back. He should be fine.
Yeah, you got to find your quarterback. And also, like, past that, because I agree with you there, but also just, is what you're saying correct? Like, and that's a professional league that's not growing, that's struggling in their TV deals when he's speaking about Major League Baseball.
Yeah, because of all the cancellations of, like, the FanDuel stuff.
But, yeah, but college football is not going to see any of that because college football is unbreakable. This is part of the reason that they have big issues because they don't have to really pay the piper. They don't have to meet their maker ever because it's never going to meet them. There will always be fans. MU fans will always be MU fans. They went to MU. I will never not support the Tennessee Volunteers. I spent a lot of money there, and I'm going to be spending that money for a lot of time, right? Like, I had great memories, some of your best times there. They are endless fans. My kids could go to Tennessee or they'll go to Ole Miss. Either way, they're going to have lifelong fans of those universities, right? So, like, it's kind of unbreakable. Major League Baseball, pro sports in general, it's why we talk about the NFL over-inundating themselves, becoming too cocky, becoming too arrogant, because we don't need you. College sports is unique in a way that they can kind of get away with being greedy a-holes a lot of the time and not really caring about if systematically their sport makes sense or if systematically their sport leads to the most parity. They don't really have to care because at the end of the day, Mizzou fans on Saturday at 11 are going to be there. They're going to show up. K-State fans are going to drink whatever Manhattan drink they do with Busch Light and pineapple juice. Like, that's what's going to happen. So, I first off, yeah, he's got to win. Second off, he doesn't, I don't think he's right. I don't think he's correct. I want that. I want more parity. I want a cap. I want things like this, rules with spending. But also, dude, you're at Missouri. You are at it, like you said, you're at a big spender. Spend.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. I think the narrative of it is the way Eli speaks pre-post game, off season, in season, you'd think he was a perennial 10-win coach every year with all the clout. And it's just like, maybe less is more for Eli. So the voting is about to be official.
30 seconds.
The voting is about to be official. So we'll have a result to see who is in the final when it comes to the final drops of the matchup, which we probably think is going to be I Know That I'm Hard versus the quarterback cadence. I don't know.
Unless something changes in 10 seconds, it is going to be I Know That I'm Hard.
I Know That I'm Hard.
Which seems mathematically impossible. 65% of the 200-plus votes to I Know That I'm Hard. And then Cody's cadence, which I can get in just a second, he is polling.
Official.
It's official? There you go.
It's 8:30.
With 51% of the 240-some votes, Cody's cadence beats out BBL Stinky 51-49%.
So it went down
Stinky
to the last second. Hut was fouled, and they made both their free throws, and the BBL Stinky did not make the last heave. So we have a matchup. We have our final and our drop that we will announce at what time, Macaroni?
It is right now. It is posted. You have an hour and 15 minutes, 9:45. We will announce that winner.
All right.
So, again, it is.
I Know That I'm Hard.
9%.
So it went
BBL
down.
Stinky.
I don't know what happened.
I was like, where am I? What's going on?
Yeah. So anyways, one more time.
It is.
I Know That I'm Hard.
Versus. 90 minutes. Go vote. Or less than that. Hour and 15.
All right. Dang, Bob got beat. The BBL got beat.
I know, dude.
50.6 to 49.4. 257 votes on it.
Yeah, good job, guys. Good job.
Like that. Thanks for the support.
71.4% of the vote to I Know That I'm Hard. So I don't know if that's indicative of what we're about to see in this matchup. Or 66, rather. 66, so I don't know if that's indicative of what we'll see in this matchup, but we'll keep you guys updated and make sure you go on the Fan 965 and go be a part of the vote.
Yeah, we had B-Dub out there, a.k.a. Barry White. He was quoting I know that I'm hard. I love the people that don't finish hard, that have a little bit of morale.
I know that
I know that I'm H-A-R blank. Okay, that's fair. I get it. You know?
Like those people, what the fudge, man?
Yeah.
All right, man. Just say it.
Well, nobody ever sends their friends duck. Yeah.
Oh.
Like, no one's ever done that.
I got to go on my phone settings. I'm never typing duck. Stop.
Oh, no. This is just in from Shams.
What?
Detroit Pistons star Cade Cunningham has been diagnosed with a collapsed lung and is expected to miss an extended period of time, sources tell ESPN. Not our guy, Cade.
Damn it, dude. That sucks.
Pistons are done.
It's over. Yep. Feased out. That's it. Wow. So, yeah, the East is...
So, yeah, from Shams, Detroit Pistons star Cade Cunningham has been diagnosed with a collapsed lung and is expected to miss an extended period of time, sources tell ESPN.
Damn it. Number 1 seed in the East, a top 5 MVP finisher this year at just 24 years old, I believe.
We're
One of the
Pistons fans, man.
Yeah.
We've pissed off that somebody, and that somebody is the Lord.
Damn it, man.
You think Afro Man had a big day yesterday? Did your social media algorithm just take over with Afro Man's case?
Afro Man.
And they played the song in the court and the lady was crying? Maybe don't raid his house. Like, he was wearing an American flag suit. He's like, if they didn't raid my house, I wouldn't know their names. I wouldn't know who they are. And I wouldn't have made the song. And he got off. He's good. That guy has been around my entire life. And it's crazy that everybody knows the big songs word for word from like the ages of 15 today to like 50. That's wild, man. And you wrote Because I Got High. Exactly. You're exactly. And then Colt 45 and you know that whole song. Like you know those two songs word for word. And so does people that are 40 years older than you and people that are 20 years younger than you. Because I saw something the other day that was like men that are 38 to 39 have 10 or 3 different decades of dating fields. They have 83, 93, and 03.
There you go. Makes sense.
Can't seem to find one of them. Yeah. Really struggling out here. Really struggling out here. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll see. We're kind of like on the opposite of two different types of people that like this March dropness. Somebody says it's rigged. It's not. Literally, you guys are voting on it. The dropness was so much fun. You guys have to do this yearly. Don't listen to the losers saying otherwise. Appreciate that.
Love it.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Man, that's just shaking up over that Cade thing. That freaking sucks, dude.
Yeah, Cade Cunningham, collapsed lung.
One of my favorite players to watch this year and a great team. That completely changes the playoffs. First in the Eastern Conference are
you gotta like that.
Pistons.
I know it sucks, but you have to like that from a Celtics fan perspective.
Yeah, from like a selfish Celtics fan perspective, that's
Say
good.
That 5
but
times
I
fast.
just, but even then, like I don't. Like, I want to beat Cade. I want to go beat everyone. I don't want to.
No, I get it.
You know what I mean? Like, damn it.
I get it. We had this conversation with the Chiefs.
Yeah, like I want Josh Allen in.
Yeah, don't you want the best to beat the best
Yeah.
to get to the best? Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't want to go play. Whoever the Broncos backup.
Yeah, you want to beat Bo Nix. You don't want to beat Jared Stidham.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So now it is a three-man horse there in the East for sure with the Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs.
Yep.
Pistons. We'll see with Cade Cunningham. That's scary.
Because you got to think that's a major injury in basketball.
That's
I mean, it's a major
scary.
injury in life, but I mean, a
Of course.
collapsed lung and you're running 90%. I mean, not as much as the referees, according to Bob, but you're still running as the main thing in that sport. And Cade Cunningham was an absolute bona fide stud last year, took another leap this year in Detroit. And now the news from Shams is that he has a collapsed lung and is going to miss an extended period of time. Maybe, just maybe, since he's a freak athlete.
Exactly.
You just take the rest of the year. You got till June, so you got a month and a half. and then playoffs start, and maybe you don't even need to play the first round of the playoffs.
It's true.
If you're going to play a scrub team in the East,
it's true.
You can just be like, all right, we're good for now. We're good for now.
There's that chance.
We're going to play, I don't know, whatever bad team in the East that we can survive against in the first round without Cade, and then he's back. And then the hype video comes up, and then all of a sudden you get what you want, and you get that. So,
and that's what the NBA needs too. They need Cade to be here. It's a young star. The funny thing about that, though, you're right. That's a good way to do it. Maybe have him rest, make the play-in, or play-in whoever just won the play-in tournament, that 7 or 8 seed. But the thing about the East right now, the last 2 weeks, the 3 winningest teams in the East are in the play-in with the Heat, Hawks, and Hornets. They're all 3 of those teams are the 7, 8, and 10 seed, and those teams are hotter than ever. We know what the Hornets story is there at the 10 seed, and they're, that's going to be a really good team there. And same with, you got the Miami Heat, Eric Spoelstra, that's a really good 8 seed or 7 seed. Atlanta's hot, so we'll see what happens, but man, I hope they can get him back and get him in the playoffs. That's too bad.
Somebody says it's a 660. My band opened for Afro Man in Warrensburg at the 400. That's sick.
That's dope.
Says cool ass dude. It was in 2016. Man, I had to have been down there in 2016 when Club 400 was open. I was definitely down there. I was definitely down there in 2016 for sure. Somebody says, how does a guy get a collapsed lung? Elbow fell on him when they collapse to the floor. You go for a rebound, fall down, somebody falls on top of you and hits it. I had a buddy play football, Little League football, and he got a collapsed lung. It was brutal.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm seeing from last night, it's exactly what it looked like happened. He fell, and someone fell on top of him. He left with back spasms. Of course, they do more tests.
Yeah, for sure.
And it looks like that's a collapsed lung.
Your lungs just sit right in your rib, like right there. So, like, if look at the NBA, dude. Like, what's Cade Cunningham, like 6'10", 220 pounds?
6'7", and 230 pounds.
Yeah, and somebody his size fell on top of him. So now you got to go in there and pump it back open, find out where it's punctured, and then hopefully he stays okay. That sucks, dude.
That's too bad. That stinks. 6 to 8 weeks is just what it says on Google. Who knows?
Yeah, see, Tennessee Cities would have been the dominating drop. It didn't get put in by the committee. It wasn't used. We never used it. We used it 1 or 2 times. I think we've used the Hut one. I mean, shoot, dude. 500 times. I know that I'm hard gets tweeted at. I love this. I'm not a mature child, so I can't vote for I know that I'm hard. Who am I kidding? I'm voting for I know that I'm hard. I know that I'm hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many times today can I get a photo from people that are on a patio or at a game watching the tournament with some sort of beverage?
100%.
Hey, Dusty Likens at McMorey. I know that I'm hard.
Know that I'm hard.
We'll see what happens. The final vote is up. The matchup is set. It is these two Sounders for it all. A battle of 1 seeds. It is Dusty Likens in. I know that I'm hard. And Cody Tapp with. There you go. There it is. There's your final matchup coming up on the other side. I want to get into what I kind of want to get into some more Super Bowl odds and some NFLPA drama, what that means moving forward as we get to that on 96.5 The Fan, your home for the Kansas City Chiefs.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
In my house, hot water's a commodity. With 3 ladies at home, the tank is always empty. If you need to upgrade or replace your water heater, State Water Heaters has the answer. The Adapt Gas Tankless Water Heater with X3 Scale Prevention Technology delivers endless hot water, energy savings, and no annual maintenance. Plus, it's rebate eligible. So, tell your plumber to pick one up today at Reeves Weideman. Visit them at rwco.com or check out statewaterheaters.com.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low-cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM using bonus code KFNZ and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Get into hockey, basketball, and more of your favorite sports with same-game parlays, live betting, and more. Earn BetMGM rewards points on every bet. Take advantage of offers found nowhere else. And keep an eye out for rewards dropping in your account throughout the year. Sign up with bonus code KFNZ and receive up to $1,500 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. New customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards are non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list, and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love. Sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
You're always better with a roof from JR.
Here they come. A baseball-sized hailstorm means every roofer for 500 miles is on his way here to ring your doorbell. Before that happens, go online to jrstormcheck.com and relax. JR & Company is locally owned, veteran-owned, and family-owned. JR & Company offers a lifetime warranty on workmanship. But best of all, JR & Company offers a free Class 4 shingle upgrade. What does that mean? Most insurance companies offer premium discounts on Class 4 shingles. Remember, no roofer can legally offer to pay your deductible, but a free shingle upgrade can reduce premiums for years to come. Why do we do this? Because we can. A lifetime workmanship warranty and free shingle upgrade. It's why we say,
you're always better with a roof from JR.
Just visit jrstormcheck.com.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
Traffic for DMNG Law, Missouri side, 35 northbound with an accident before downtown. Past Penway, you got lanes blocked and delays pretty heavy coming across from the state line. Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law. How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results. Mike's got this. 816-888-7500. Mike's got this. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Back out at 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Chiefs going to next season, depending on where you get your odds, plus 1,400, plus 1,700 range to win the Super Bowl. They are plus 125, at least that I saw on BetMGM, that they are plus 125 to win the AFC West. So the hope is still there, right? Again, you can go to the Fan 965 and vote on the drop winner. It is myself with I Know That I'm Hired versus Cody's quarterback cadence. Somebody says I voted for I Know That I'm Hard because I don't want to fuel Cody's ego any further because he won your show's contest. Well, confidence is everything. So we'll see what happens. And again, it's not human versus human. So we'll see what happens. But I do want to bring this up because we will have this guy on our show next week.
Mm-hmm.
Ian Eagle will be here on believe next Thursday. And do we have that audio? Okay, we're getting that audio. I was trying to look for it. Sorry, that was bad radio. But I think Ian's opinions, I think his broadcasting is top-notch. I know Bob glazes him all the time, but that's not necessarily a bad situation there because he is good at what he does, and his son is fantastic. And you could call it nepotism, but you could go look up Noah Eagle's resume, and it's fantastic. And Ian Eagle had this interesting, like, comps of NFL teams to March Madness teams or NCAA tournament teams this year. Like, for example, Duke is what NFL team? Missouri is what NFL team? KU is what NFL team? And it's kind of interesting because I always love when we have these special events. Like we talked about it earlier when I forget who it was, but they were talking about for the NBA All-Star game, they should just do like a royal. I don't know if it was Bill Simmons. I forget who it was. Oh, it was Kevin Wildes. First things first. He was talking about having like a Royal Rumble of one-on-one or knockout in the NBA All-Star game. And it could be future stars, current stars, and past stars, right? Like, what would you do if like you watch the Royal Rumble and all of a sudden you heard the glass shatter and you're like, holy cow, Stone Cold. You'd be like, he's like 62, but you're still getting up off your seat. Imagine you hear like Michael Jordan's name get called out and you're like interested. So I always love when we have it. That's why we kind of do this drop thing with the tournament happening because there's always different ways to do it. One year Carrington did the Kanye West bracket with all his songs and all that, and it went viral and it was a good idea. And then Kanye West decided to go AWOL. But you've seen this before where I think Levitar does a tournament of clones. So to the haters that say that, we copy people, dude, everybody does some sort of innovative bracket this time of year because nobody cares who you have winning the Sweet 16. Nobody cares who you have winning the Elite 8. But one thing that we do love is that Ian Eagle has great takes, and I love this idea.
I'm going to give you an NFL franchise. I want you to give me the best comp to a team. Let's start with a very tough one. Who are the Chiefs of the NCAA tourney?
I would say Kansas. Team that's had success, that may be down a little bit, that some people have counted out, but you've got a championship coach. You still have pieces in place that could easily make a run. They've been tossed aside a bit, and I'm not sure that people are jumping on the bandwagon right now.
How about the Eagles?
Eagles have done it. So they've won the championship. Again, there seems to be a bit of a drop-off. Maybe Kentucky. They've always been associated with excellence, and we know that if they ever went on a Final Four run, it wouldn't be considered a shock. The questions are there right now as to whether or not this particular group has the right mix to actually go out and win a championship. And I think those questions were out there for Philadelphia this year.
How about the Bills? Last one for you.
Who would be that feel-good story, a team that's gotten maybe to the precipice but hasn't gotten over the top? It would be Gonzaga. Gonzaga is the team that you associate with having continued excellence but no trophy to show for it. I do think a lot of people would get on board if Gonzaga went on a run and a chance to win a championship. That would be a pretty incredible story.
I don't think, is this trolling that it's Ian Eagle, not Ian Eagle? Yeah, that's trolling. Thank you. It's pronounced ENBTW. No, it's not. So I like the comps, kind of. I don't like that the Eagles are Kentucky. I don't like that comp.
Oh, really?
No. Because I don't know. I feel like I feel like the Eagles should be UConn. Sirianni and Hurley, who would you rather hang out with for drinks?
Neither.
Right?
Yeah, neither.
Because they're both kind of like bags.
Yeah.
There's always drama with those two guys. So I feel like that, and like
Mark Pope's kind of a bag.
Yeah, he just looks like he got the lesser genes of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they did a
Didn't we
lot
all?
with Kevin Bacon, and then like Kevin Bacon like came out perfect. He came out as like Kevin Turkey Bacon. You want to try it, and then you do, and you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Apparently air fryer. Just heard from a friend.
For bacon?
Canadian and turkey bacon. Yep. Air fry.
I mean, I'm
get
not
it crisp.
eating turkey bacon.
Get it crisp, baby. Apparently it's
No.
good, healthy.
No. I'm never the kid from Breaking Bad was correct when he said it tastes like Band-Aids. Like Flynn or whatever, Walt Jr. Flynn, whatever his name is, RJ Middy's his real name in real life. No reason why that's right there in the memory bank.
Yeah, UConn's a good comp too. I like that. Yeah, they're similar.
Bills and Zaga is perfect. Like that for Iron Eagle is absolutely dead on.
A1.
This is their year. They're the 1 seed. They're going to get it done. Sweet 16 loss. This is their year. They finally got to the championship game and they lose. So I think that's good. KU and the Chiefs.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, because I get the Bill Self Andy Reid comp. But like, is Peterson there like the Mahomes then? Like, is this the guy that everyone wants to be like, yeah, he's not that good as everyone says he is? No, he really is. You just don't see it. What do you mean Mahomes is better than any quarterback you've ever seen? I don't know. His improvisational skills. Well, I get where he's going with that.
Yeah.
And obviously we can talk to him about this next week as he'll be on our show.
Yep.
But I'm not mad about it. I mean, Kay Adams gave him 3 teams. Chiefs, Eagles, Zaga. KU, Kentucky were the Chiefs. I'm sorry, Chiefs, Eagles, and Bills. And he gives you KU, Kentucky, and Gonzaga. So, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah, I was all there for it. I thought they were great. Fantastic comps. I mean, I think the Chiefs and Eagles the Chiefs and Jayhawks is the one that can get a little bit wary, but I think it's hard to find one from college for the Chiefs for any dynastic team. There's no dynasties in college basketball, so not anymore.
What team would you give Duke? Because that's the one I'm trying to think of.
San Francisco, maybe.
Yeah. What about the Rams?
Rams is a good one. Seahawks?
No, because they just like kind of. Well, I guess. I mean,
I liked the Pete Carroll to McDonald. That was my Krzyzewski to John Shire was kind of my comp there. But you're right. Yeah, they haven't been here enough. Yeah.
Like Duke was a Final Four team last year.
Yeah, Duke's been good my whole life.
Yeah, I was just saying, it's always Duke.
Which Seattle's been good, but not this good. San Francisco would be that sort of team, but I don't know the other comparisons.
Somebody says they would have had the Bears be the Jayhawks. Can beat anyone, but can lose to anyone at any time.
All right.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's a good comp.
That's a good comp.
I like the explanation.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams is Darren Peterson. Okay, I can get that more.
Rams equal Arizona. Chiefs equal UConn. Duke equals the Bills. I mean, the Bills won what in 2015? Was that when
Bills
Duke
won what?
Or that's when the Duke won the national championship in 2015.
Sounds right.
And that's the last one I think they won with Coach K. Yeah, because they won the title the same year the Royals won the title. Because Speck was probably like in hog heaven that year.
I get it. I've been there. Celtics and Chiefs, same year. It was a good year.
Yeah, I think that was 2015. Duke is definitely New England. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's perfect. So that was, we could keep getting these in as well as they keep filing in. Give us your NFL team that is a college basketball team. I think that's fun. I like that idea. We get back because Mac's got a take that's going to piss a lot of you off, and I got some bad news. If you really love Mac, he's going to get you on the edge of your seat here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
Out of anybody should talk, he should never grab a microphone.
And Dusty Likens.
His ass is foul of all foul.
Weekdays, 6 to 10. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends, over at Heartland Men's Health, we're celebrating them all month long here in the month of March for Men's Health Month. I want you to get to Heartland Men's Health and start feeling better, because if you've got some sluggish opportunities going on in your life, it's hard to get up in the morning. Maybe you're not seeing those gains at the gym, and maybe staying committed is tough right now. My friends at Heartland Men's Health can help you out. Those symptoms of that sluggishness, not getting those gains at the gym, they're often signs of low testosterone. Heartland Men's Health is also helping men go further with 4 targeted body composition plans featuring GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more, all designed to boost energy, support metabolism, enhance recovery, and accelerate fat loss. And with low-T treatments combined with body composition programs, most men notice real improvements. They got more energy, they're focused better, they're improving their sleep, better workouts, and often a renewed sex drive as well. So go see my friends over at Heartland Men's Health. There's no need to wait.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
That's the sound of James adding long-lasting Gain scent boosters to his laundry this morning. Several hours later, James sniffs the irresistible scent of Gain on his shirt. Gain. Several hours later, James has even caught the attention of his mother-in-law, and she never gives him attention.
Ooh, you smell amazing, James.
Oh, thanks, Mom. I love you too.
I never said that.
Add Gain scent boosters to your laundry. Add joy to your day.
When the cold sets in across KC, AB May is the trusted name for keeping your home warm, safe, and secure. From furnace repairs to system replacements, we deliver reliable solutions and unmatched care and professionalism. Whether it's a sudden breakdown or routine maintenance, AB May is here to help. Trusted by generations of Kansas City homeowners, we're committed to doing things the right way every time. Call AB May at 913-732-9993 or visit us at abmay.com.
Call your serviceman from AB May.
Some things just go together, like peanut butter and jelly, or a Casey's spicy chicken sandwich and a 49-cent medium fountain drink, or a Casey's breakfast sandwich and a 49-cent fountain drink, or even Casey's limited time hot ham and Swiss sliders and a 49-cent fountain drink. You get the idea. It's not crazy. It's Casey's. See store for details.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
I built this business the old-fashioned way. Hard work and a whole lot of spreadsheets.
Yeah, about that, I upgraded us to Odoo. Odoo puts everything we need, sales, inventory, accounting, on one connected platform. No more juggling systems, no more headaches.
So it all works together?
Exactly.
Odoo is the all-in-one business software that makes running and passing on a business easier than ever. Take your business into the next generation. Try Odoo free at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Brought to you by Kalshi. Trade on anything. The March tournament is here, and Kalshi is giving away $1 billion for a perfect bracket. $1 million to the top bracket and $1 million to charity. Free to enter. Download the app and use code THEFAN when you sign up. Eligibility requirements and official rules apply. See Kalshi.com/billion-dollar-bracket for more info.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan.
35 northbound heavy into downtown from the state line up past Penway with an accident. 70 westbound very slow from Oak Street out towards the state line with construction. 635 both directions heavy approaching the state line bridge. Road work on both sides keeps you slow. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Listen to the Royals opener in Atlanta against the Braves. Friday, March 27th with Vern's On Deck show starting at 5. First pitch just after 6. All right here on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan. KFNC FM and AM. HD1 and HD2 Kansas City. An Odyssey sports station.
Back at it here, 9 o'clock hour, baby. 9 o'clock hour. We are 2 hours and 14 minutes away from the first tip of the college tournament that we do every year in March. Men's Wieners. Just want to announce this to you all. A week from tomorrow is the Royals opener. That night is their opener. Mac, where are we going to be?
We're going to be at Maloney's.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
Supposed to be good weather. I'm going to check just to be sure.
I think it's supposed to be.
It doesn't matter because he's got a nasty, huge, nice outside deck area, and then he's got a great inside area as well over at Maloney's. But that's where we will be next Friday, and I'm just going to say this. I don't know this to be 100%, but I do. There's a possibility there could be some Surfsides and some stuff from Surfside at the place.
Oh,
Just
wow.
saying.
Okay.
Just saying.
Let's go.
Just saying. America. Just saying.
Well, I can't wait.
It's going to be fun, dude.
It is going to be a blast. No, everyone should be there.
Yeah, next Friday, the game starts at 6:45. Mac and I'll be there at 11. I kid. But we probably will be there at like 4 o'clock. It will fill up. Everybody from here will be there. Next Friday's weather, 56, mostly sunny.
Yeah, that'll work. It'll be great.
It'll be
the game's at night anyways. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be, dwindling down. So it'll be fun to get out there and watch that. But next Friday, all of us here at the Fan will be at Maloney's in downtown OP to watch the opening night, opening game of the season for the Royals. We know you're amped up because of what you watched in the World Baseball Classic and everything that the Royals did. But again, Friday night, next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, Maloney's for the Royals' first game. Don't forget, go to the Fan 965 on X and vote for your drop winner of our bracket tournament. It is I Know That I'm Hard versus the Hut from Cody Tapp.
Yeah,
so
it is.
It's Dusty versus Cody drop.
You've got 41 minutes to get your vote in.
41 minutes. 41 minutes. You have 41 seconds to explain why you think Juwan Taylor should be back on the team because of the deal that happened yesterday with the Carolina Panthers and their new acquired tackle for a $4 million deal. And we talked about this earlier, and I said, and kind of took the floor with it, so now it's your turn, Mac. I said because Mac's idea is that if you could get Juwan Taylor for $4 million and he could come back and compete for the right tackle position because maybe the unknown is known, that maybe Jalen Moore is also overpaid and also not as good as we might think he is at right tackle. And for $4 million, maybe you kick the tires again with Juwan Taylor, and maybe that sort of exit from the team, welcome back to the team, could be something of positivity.
Well, give me the floor. Let me explain it.
I don't, and I'm just saying, I don't want anything to do with Juwan Taylor the rest of this Chiefs life.
No, that's completely fair, and I think a lot of people immediately, that's going to be their immediate reaction. But I think a lot of people on the text line, a lot of people, Chiefs fans in general, Chiefs Twitter, what was one thing that made you mad? It was the whistle. Before that, and with that, it was the contract. It was the money. Juwan Taylor made a boatload of cash. He was like the third or fourth highest paid guy on this team. He had one of the highest cap hits on this team last season right next to Patrick LaVon Mahomes, and people didn't like that, especially when he wasn't up to snuff. He was the most penalized player in the league 2 years in a row. So I get that. Immediately you're like, whoa, we'll have him back, but you get rid of the money. So right off the top, the money isn't a concern anymore. Right off the top, he's competing for a position with Jalen Moore. He comes back knowing, hey, here's $4 or $5 million, dude, and it's you and Jalen Moore. Now, all of a sudden, the Chiefs have allocated $14 or $15 million on the right tackle position with two guys who, one we believe is way above average when the play starts, and one we believe is average and won't be penalized as much in Jalen Moore. Now you have a competition, and you've got Eric Bieniemy. You've got a whole new set of coaches there that are going to bring that accountability, and I think you can kind of set the tone here with Juwan Taylor. And he'll come in here knowing that he's not the highest paid guy, knowing that he's competing for a starting role, and knowing what's transpired over the last 2 seasons, knowing that they made him a cap casualty and were able to get rid of him. He'll know the stakes. He'll know what he's coming back here to. And I'll remind everyone, when the play starts, he's really freaking good, right up there with Lane Johnson on some of those advanced statistics. But he's got to get to that whistle. And if Eric Bieniemy, some new play calls, better running game, can all of those things combined can get him on the field and starting when the play's supposed to start for $4 million, absolutely, I will take that any day over drafting a right tackle with the first 4 picks the Chiefs have in the top 75. That would be my case there.
Is there also a side to it that the case would be that if you do have the same frustrations early in the season, if you do bring him back, that it's okay to just cut his ass immediately?
100%.
Because Mac, I don't honestly know what I would do.
If first play. Yeah.
And
then it's done.
I'm done thinking that there's a chance he's fixed it, because he hasn't. He's Chuck Knobloch at second base at the end of his career, can't throw the ball to second base.
It's definitely a little bit in his head.
It's all in his head. It's all in his head.
But I think we can both say this was the worst year for it. And what was this also the worst year for?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Right? Correlation may actually equal causation in this one. The correlation of this offense being ass, no running game, lack of wide receivers, maybe not all of it, but because we already knew it was a problem. It was a problem for the 2 seasons prior. But then it got worse when the Chiefs got worse. So maybe with the Chiefs better, bring back accountability and EB, maybe that can come back to more normalcy again as well.
Yeah, because I think the other thing that's interesting is when Kelsey was on New Heights and he was asked from his brother, Jason, like, when did you know you were coming back? And he's like, about halfway through last year. And obviously Bob, like, laughed really loud, but, like, that actually kind of gave you an answer of where this team was mentally and physically.
Yes.
Halfway through the year. So let's pretend there's still 16 weeks. I guess you could say there's 18 weeks. You only play 17 games. So week 9 is when Kelsey knew he was coming back. What were the Chiefs in week 9? Were they 4-5?
That was right. So
right around the
Rashee
bye.
Rice come back in week 6, right? And
7.
So yeah, after 6 games, and they were what, 2-4, 3-3.
And
were
they
battling.
won those 3 games in a row.
So they would have been just over 500.
So they were 5-4.
Yeah.
And he already knew he was coming back.
Yeah.
So they knew they weren't good. Because why would he know that he's coming back?
He knew it was.
If they knew they were good, he'd have been like, "Oh, I didn't know at the time. I thought we were going to ride this season out. I thought we had a chance,
going to run."
But he already knew they were halfway through the season and he was coming back. So,
does that affect Jawan Taylor too? I don't know.
Well, you know, correlation and causation, correlation. Obviously, it was what I'm trying to hit on here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can give. Here's what I mean by this. I don't think you can give that excuse to Jawan Taylor because of what has been in the past. Like, they've survived his dumbness, and it didn't cripple the team. This year, it was like coaching staff, it was play calling, it was the men at the top that showed weakness, and the whole team followed.
Crumbled after it.
And then the house divided cannot stand.
Mm-hmm.
And then Travis is like, all right, I already know they're going to clean this guy out. They're going to get this guy out. We're going to go out and do these things. I'll come back next year because I've already talked to them. I'm sure the general manager's like, hey, Travis, man, it ain't going to be this way next year. It better not be because I'm not coming back to this. Trust me. We're getting rid of some guys. It's going to change. We just need time. And I think that's where, like, everybody knew. Because Travis Kelce knew he was going to play his 14th year in the NFL. He knew this thing was headed towards a downward spiral before any of us did. And I think everybody on the team did. And that's what showed, obviously, throughout the season. The Dallas game was laughable. The Denver game was brutal. The Jacksonville game didn't help, but that was early in the season.
That was early, but yeah.
But, like, the Denver game and the Cowboys game was like, when if you didn't know, then you knew.
Embarrassing.
Because, like, I came out here and I got scoffed for it when I was like, I don't care if they win or lose against the Colts. This team is not a playoff team. Oh, Dusty, how can you say that when you're a fan of the... Because I'm watching the product. And part of that problem was, like, they were allowing these things to happen. Now, again, you can allow this man to come back on the team because he's significantly coming back at a cheaper price where, like, everyone goes, well, what was his punishment? I don't know, $16 million?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's fair. But the minute your boy Jawan Taylor goes,
whistle,
get out,
you're gone.
You're gone.
And you may not even start. Who knows? Maybe Jalen Moore, but now you've got a guy who can play both right and left for $4 million. Can play both sides. He's a swing tackle.
I tried, man. I can't convince myself to have him back on the team.
I get it.
If he's got PTSD, I got PTTSSDD. You know what I mean? Like,
what the hell was
I see
that?
74 and I'm like, that girl on the plane that's like, I don't know what that is, but that is not human.
That is not human. That is a witch.
That is me. If I see 74's ass back in Kansas City. We'll get back to our poll question, which is obviously the championship matchup. Plus, Ron Slade joined us earlier. If you're a Mizzou fan, you're going to love what he had to say here on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for McMurray and Dusty Likens in Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
If you're planning a spring break getaway or just itching to get out of town now that the weather's warming up, let me make your trip to the airport easy. Before you take off, book your parking at Park & Go. Spring in Kansas City can mean rain, wind, you name it. But at Park & Go, your vehicle stays protected with all covered parking. No coming home to a layer of pollen or storm debris. I love that. And the convenience, it's unbeatable. You pull in, a friendly attendant directs you to your spot, and their free instant shuttle pulls right up to your vehicle. They'll even help you with your bags. It's quick, it's easy, and it gets you to the terminal fast. When you land back in KC, the shuttle's ready to take you straight back to your car. No waiting around. Plus, when you join the Frequent Parker program, you earn points towards free parking. That's real savings every time you travel. Covered parking, top-notch service, always the best price. Make spring travel simple. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. Park & Go, family-owned and operated.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Heartland Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again. So call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. We have 3 offices: Overland Park, Independence, and North Kansas City.
New Game Plus with Oxy makes your laundry smell incredible and fights stubborn smells, like the ones your dog Biscuit brought into your freshly made bed last night. But you washed that all away with Game, and now you're drifting asleep to the scent and sound of waves. Ah, no, that's the dog licking your ear.
Biscuit.
It just might be our greatest scent ever, now with odor-fighting power. New Game Plus with Oxy.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents, so when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the ones you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Hey everyone, I'm Josh Radner, and I am so excited to tell you about How We Made Your Mother, a rewatch podcast looking back at How I Met Your Mother. And I'm here with Craig Thomas, who co-created the show along with Carter Bays. Hi, Craig.
Hey, Josh. Somehow it has been 20 years since the show premiered. I'm going to check the math on that. 10 years since it went off the air, and we thought that made this a perfect time to look back, see what the hell we did, and why the show still seems to resonate with fans around the world today.
Follow and listen to How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcast.
There's no place better to watch college basketball than Kansas City. And there's no place better to get all you need for your watch parties than my friends over at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee makes your watch party easy. They have a huge selection of ready-to-serve party trays, boneless wings, barbecue, pizza, sushi, and fresh baked goods. They've got it all. And what you can do is order ahead through the Hy-Vee app, online, or at your favorite store. Even if your bracket is a bust, your watch party will be a winner. You can get everything you need only at Hy-Vee.
Feeling the squeeze of high prices? Then stretch your budget this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. Stock up and save big on 99-cent deals throughout the entire store. Like pork loin chops, just 99 cents. Skippy peanut butter, 99 cents. Green Giant vegetables, 6-pack ramen noodles, and much more, just 99 cents. Order through the Hy-Vee app or online and leave the shopping to us. Don't miss the 99-cent sale this weekend only at Hy-Vee.
Today, expect sunny skies with a high of 77.
Weather brought to you by Staples. From posters and presentations to labels and loyalty cards, Staples has all the print to boost your brand. Shop now in-store and online. Staples. That was easy.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Coming up in about 15 minutes, we'll be joined by Drew Nixon, our college basketball insider. We'll find out if his bracket's actually filled out, if he's still clowning people for not having a filled out bracket, yet he's still got 18 spots, and the entire thing is all mixed up.
Dumb.
And then he goes, I didn't even remember saying that.
I know. I didn't say
You
that.
said it 8 seconds ago. How do you already forget? What? Dumb. Let me see your bracket. Who's in your final? You don't even have your final four cleared up yet. I know. Don't forget that Cody and Gold broadcasting live from the International Tap House, DT, downtown, today and tomorrow. I was at the International Tap House last night in Lee Summit. Tons of different beers on tap. You can even do spirits. You could even do Surfsides at the one in Lee Summit. So that is a fact. There were people drinking them last night.
On tap? Or
No,
just
I wish.
That would be crazy.
If Surfside goes on tap, I will be contacting them about a keg that
Do it.
Although I don't know how long that would be able to last. Like, I don't know how good it would be, right? Because it's like tea, lemonade, or maybe, I
Get
don't
it done
know.
in a day.
Could you imagine on your bachelor party, I just like airmail you a
Please.
keg of Surfside?
Yes. That'd be
Cake
glorious.
stand, Mac, do it. You ever do a cake stand? Absolutely, we have.
Of course.
Oh, today's Andy Reid's birthday? Nice. Didn't know that. Just randomly came up. Kansas City Chiefs tweeted, big day for Big Red. Happy birthday, Coach.
Woo! Happy
68?
birthday. Sounds right. 68, maybe 69.
Nine. So,
Way to go, Big Red.
no doubt.
68 years old.
All right.
Yep. March 19th, 1958.
1958. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Big Andy.
Now, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday, first of all.
Wish it himself a happy birthday.
That's right.
Love it.
Kegs of beer are normally good for 3 months.
Damn. So the tea and lemonade wouldn't be that long. 3 months is crazy.
Somebody says from the 816, Dusty, has anyone ever told you that you look like the actor in The Night Agent? No. My girlfriend just saw you on the video stream and said that. I don't even know what The Night Agent is. It's gonna be horrible. Is it horrible? Oh, nice. The Night Agent.
No, it's great.
What's the guy's name? Doesn't say.
Gabriel Basso?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, dude, this guy's a looker.
Okay.
Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that I'm hard. You better believe it is up against Cody Tapp's hut.
Yeah, I can see what they're saying.
He's got a red beard, doesn't he?
He's got a little bit of the...
There it is. There it is. Yep.
No, they got it. Yeah, Cute baby face. They got it going on.
Yeah, sweet. So this is the So the drops for the championship in our drop of madness bracket is Cody Taps versus Dusty Likens. I know that I'm hard. Winner announced in about what?
24 minutes.
24 minutes. We'll have a winner before the tournament starts. And for those of you that are unfamiliar with Ron Slay, I suggest you go watch ESPN's college basketball coverage because he is wonderful. He is the same person he is on our phone lines, that he is on the show, that Matt can tell you that he is in person.
Yeah, he really is.
It's like when you
Great
go
guy.
See, it's like when you go see 311 live. You're like, this sounds just like the album. But then if you're Bob and family and you go see Rascal Flatts live, you're like, what the hell happened? Ron Slay is the same live as he is on the record.
Totally,
and he is on the record to say this about, well, maybe some of your Missouri Tigers.
The front line that these guys have. Sean Phillips Jr., if he's able to keep his head and continue to leave an impact the way he is, that's 7-1 right there in the starting lineup being backed up by Trent Burns at 7-5. So there's no front line running around like that with a reserve to come in that's just as athletic to give you a lift. And then a 6'10" with Pierce out there shooting the ball. Mark Mitchell is another one that can go down there and get you 30. Like, they are a complete team, and I believe Dennis Gates will have those guys rolling. I like them more. I actually got them in my bracket going to the Sweet 16, just for the simple fact I don't like the chemistry that Purdue has coming in to this. Even though they won the Big Ten, I don't like the chemistry they have coming into this tournament right here. It's not the past Purdue teams that we've been able to see.
So it's not the past Purdue teams. He doesn't like the chemistry, and he has the upset of the first weekend, which would be Sunday afternoon, Missouri taking out Purdue and St. Louis. I love that. I think that's absolutely awesome. Because we asked that question. That's why I brought it up. So I said, and he was kind of down, and there's no bias. Dude went to Tennessee, played basketball at Tennessee. Obviously, we teed him up with a Tennessee, Miami of Ohio question. He doesn't really believe in Miami of Ohio. I don't believe that he does. He said he still would have rather played SMU, but he says, now it's whatever. You're going to play Miami of Ohio in Philadelphia.
That's where his bias comes out when he's talking about the orange a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. But he says that he likes the front line of Mizzou.
Yeah.
He likes Mark Mitchell, who can drop 30. He has done that at times, and he can be that guy. And Missouri goes the way Mitchell goes. And you're playing in St. Louis, because then we talked to him about KU. Like, what was the bigger surprise? Like, KU winning against Duke and going to the Elite Eight, if that's possibly a scenario that we see. Or would it be more surprising if Mizzou beat Purdue and went to the Sweet 16? And he said Kansas. And then he went on that tangent about Missouri and their matchup against possibly Purdue. Now, they've got to beat Miami first. And I know from watching Mizzou and covering Mizzou for years that you can't overlook them ever. You can't look forward. You've always got to look in that, right? Because like everyone was like, oh, they're a bubble team. No, they were a 10 seed the whole time. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, if they just beat one of the next two games, whether it's Arkansas at home or Oklahoma at home, all they got to do is win one of those, and they're probably going to beat Oklahoma, and they didn't. And then they got Arkansas without Acuff, and they didn't beat them. And then they go to their first game in the SEC tournament, and they lose. Then me, myself included, and a lot of people out there going, oh, man, I don't know if are they going to, and I still was like, I think they could be a 10 or an 11 or a 12 seed. And then not only they get the 10 seed, they got St. Louis. So there's a little bit of juice behind Mizzou. But again, I can't forget that Miami is sitting there waiting. The University of Miami, the Canes, right? But boy, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? Possibly get a second round game on Missouri and Purdue, KU St. John's.
St. John's. Yeah, sign me up, baby. Yeah, he kind of got me going on the Purdue thing. He didn't like Purdue's chemistry.
Well, they don't have you.
Yeah.
They don't have that lurch anymore.
Yeah, he's like, this is not the same Purdue team that we usually see. He thinks they're overrated, and he doesn't like their chemistry, which I think from a guy like who played basketball, who knows what that's supposed to look like. When
yeah, he knows ball.
Yeah, he like actually knows when a team, that didn't look right on the bench. That's not what a timeout's supposed to look like. Like Seth Greenberg, I'm sorry, I don't care what you think when Darren Peterson's not slapping ass. I'll take that from Ron Slay, though. I'll take the chemistry and the body language comments. I'll take that with more of a grain of salt from him than I will from Greenberg.
Yeah, for sure. I think Slay's way better involved with like anything than Seth Greenberg. Seth Greenberg's just been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
So what he does is he just like washes old Tate clothes and then sells them to a new team, if that makes sense. So like how he talks about a team this year is probably how he talked about a team 5 years ago. But then he'll bow down on his knees to Tom Izzo. Tom Izzo, you just can't stop rooting about Tom. Yep. What about Bill Self in Kansas? You know, he's got a big problem over there. His best player doesn't spank enough ass cheeks. Okay.
All right, man. Cool. You haven't done your bracket yet, have you?
No, I'll do it. I'll do it after the show.
That's fair. I did it last night.
I have my winner. You know my winner. It's Arizona.
I sent you a tweet. That's a good segue actually into this because I sent you a tweet earlier today that we hadn't yet brought up that did make me a little nervous about our winner.
What, with the tickets and the money where everybody's going?
Yeah, because kind of one of our lines of logic and thinking here was, okay, the nobody believes in us factor for Arizona, which is true on the Nationals and the people who are talking about this. But the betting, this is for BetMGM. So most bet teams to win the NCAA tournament since selection Sunday over at BetMGM. By tickets, Arizona has 15%. By money, Arizona has over 30% of the money to win it all over there on BetMGM. People love them, and they like Duke a lot, but it's not even close. People love the Cats, which makes me like, are we just like following other people? But I watched them in person. I was there. They were great.
They're massive.
They're huge.
And they're
deep, and they're fast.
And they've got a great coach.
So, yeah, I mean, Houston coming in at fourth there. 7.8% of the tickets.
I want nothing to do with Houston.
There you go. I figured. That's why I brought it up.
I saw Houston play good teams this year in the Big 12, and they barely survived.
Until the Big 12 tournament came around.
Yeah, when they weren't playing at, I guess that makes sense to be on a neutral court. I just don't trust Houston. I think Calvin Sampson's a joke.
I know you don't like Calvin Sampson.
No.
I like him a lot. We're about to talk to someone here in about a minute and a half that loves.
Do you think his bracket's
Calvin
done?
Sampson.
No. Because Drew and Alex were right 2 days ago. At 12:50 today, if that's when that game tips off, Drew's done. I know that I'm hard. Drew's gone.
Yep.
Because Wisconsin plays, what is it, High Hat?
Yeah, High Point.
High
Yes,
Point.
which apparently Gold will be repping High Point, I guess. He'll have a shirt.
Yeah, that's a troll job.
Yeah, yeah, come on.
That's a
Gold. Get bent.
That's a 100% you are the son of Bob Fescoe.
Yes, exactly.
Because that's what Fescoe would do. And that's what Gold did. So Gold, put yourself in that mind frame that if you're going to really wear a High Point hat, you might be my Richard of the week.
Get bent.
And then back down a little bit and backtrack. You're like, somebody said that. No.
Someone
You
said
said you would wear it if someone had it. You know how many people love you,
prompted
Alex?
it.
Yes.
Yeah, come on.
You threw a softball and 18 people went nuts on it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got one. We know what you're doing. Alex Gold. Brandon Bean. Alex Gold. So I just have friends that went to High Point. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You probably don't know people who went to West Point. Not High Point.
Never heard of him.
They got a size medium for you to wear today? Tall, medium? I know you hear me out there. I hope those speakers are on, Gold. You can't be wearing a High Point shirt just to stick it to Drew. I mean, Drew could wear I guess that rivalry doesn't exist anymore. I guess he wears a Bengals jersey. Maybe that's why he's doing it. Maybe I'm off my rocker here. You can always get trolled when people try to be nice to you. Because somebody earlier said, hey, whatever. My girlfriend says you look like the guy from the show. And then somebody responds and says, did she just wake up? ?
I'm sorry.
Always.
It's not laughing at you. It's just that's so funny.
Yeah. Dusty, my girlfriend says you look like this really attractive guy from the show we watch. Yeah, I can see it. Says Mac, it's a guy's a looker. He's got a little bit of an amber beard. Did she just wake up? Thank you. Is your bracket done, Drew? Did you finally fill it out? And is Alex wearing the high hat shirt?
No, I don't think he's wearing. He's not wearing the High Point shirt yet, which is also good to me. Look, it's just weird behavior. It's a complete hate watch on his part.
Yes.
He literally said he's going to change in the middle of the show into the High Point shirt, which goes to show you he actually isn't rooting for High Point. He just wants to root against whatever team I root for. The Bengals, the Badgers. Apparently, it doesn't matter. He just wants to root against the teams that I root for. But yes, the bracket is done.
Okay. What do you want us to? Are you going to let us know, or what secrets will you undelve?
Well, what do you guys want to know? You want to know the
Who's your
upset special that I had?
No. I want to know your final four and then your winner.
Final four is bland. I almost threw up in my mouth actually when I looked at it again. I've got all 1 seeds in the Final Four, and I have Arizona beating Arizona beating Florida in the final.
Okay.
All right.
Who are your upsets in today's games? I know that's going to take a little bit of time to look at on your bracket, so I'll give you some time.
Start. Enjoy your day. Hey, you too, man.
Enjoy your day, Drew.
Have a great day, Drew.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. I know there's one today, though. One of the trends in the last 13 years, one of the first 8 games, a double-digit seed has had an upset on Thursday.
Okay. Is
One
that
of the
South
teams
Florida?
that I like. One of the teams that I like, South Florida.
Yeah.
I actually, crazy or not, guys, I have South Florida not just winning 1 game, not just winning 2 games, but winning 3 games and getting to the Elite 8.
So that's your Cinderella this year is South Florida?
That is my Cinderella. They are top 60 in both offensive and defensive efficiency, one of the bars and metrics that people use to see who can win the whole thing. They're not good enough to win the whole thing, but they rank in the top 60 in both. Brian Hodgson, the head coach, recently was like, yeah, I'm going to pass on the Syracuse job to stay at South Florida right now. And I think that they can beat Michigan State. I think UCLA actually get past UConn in the battle of Mick Cronin and Dan Hurley, everybody's 2 favorite coaches. And then South Florida beat UCLA and get to the Elite 8 in that one. That's the big underdog story, Cinderella, if you will. I also have Hofstra getting to the Sweet 16.
Stop it.
Yeah, I've heard about Hofstra a lot. I don't know what the deal is with that, but
Cruz Davis is the name you need to know.
Oh, yeah, that's the name that you told us about. Okay, Cruz Davis. All right, I'll be remembering for that one. We just played some audio. I'll play it again so you can listen, Drew, because our guy, we had Ron Slay on. He was pretty hot on MU, possibly making a run more likely than even KU.
The front line that these guys have, Sean Phillips Jr., if he's able to keep his head and continue to leave an impact the way he is, that's 7-1 right there in the starting lineup, being backed up by Trent Burns at 7-5. So there's no front line running around like that with a reserve to come in that's just as athletic to give you a lift. And then they 6'10" with Pierce out there shooting the ball. Mark Mitchell is another one that can go down there and get you 30. Like, they are a complete team, and I believe Dennis Gates will have those guys rolling. I like them more. I actually got them in my bracket going to the Sweet 16, just for the simple fact I don't like the chemistry that Purdue has coming in to this. Even though they won the Big Ten, I don't like the chemistry they have coming into this tournament right here. It's not the past Purdue teams that we've been able to see.
So what do you think about that? Do you agree with Slay? Do you think that you could see MU making that run?
So I agree that they can do it. I don't think they will. And the one reason why is the turnovers. They turn the ball over. They have 18 turnovers a game, which when it gets on to March, guard play is extremely important, and you can't turn the ball over. As great as Mark Mitchell is, as great as everything, as Ron Slay said, look, I think they could beat Miami. I actually have Miami winning because, again, guard play I think is guard play is so important in the tournament, and the turnovers I think are going to be what ends up biting Missouri in the butt. But I could see them getting it done, to be honest with you, just from the standpoint of their ability to rebound extremely well. They size-wise face up actually decently against Purdue, but it's just the guard play that would have me super concerned. Where even if they beat Miami, guard play is a premium for Purdue. They got one of the best college basketball guards that we've ever seen in Braden Smith. So I just feel like guard play is going to be what ends up hurting MU the most. I think that they get out in the first round. Actually, they lose to Miami, and then I think KU makes it to the Sweet 16, and then they lose to Duke.
Drew, I want to bring these up to you because I always hate these stupid lines in these opening weekend of games. So somebody in the text line says the upset today for them is Akron over Texas Tech. That would be absolutely wild. Which one of these lines are you willing to take to go against the spread, to go under it? Duke is favored by 27.5. Michigan is favored by 31.5. and Illinois is favored by 25.5. Do you take all those spreads, or do you go with the other team and take the points?
I think Howard will cover 31.5. 31.5 is a boatload of points. I think
massive.
this might just be, hey, they looked pretty good against UMBC and they can score. So I think they might be able to keep it within 31. But maybe the Illinois one too. But I feel maybe if you made me pick one, I would say Michigan against Howard. I would say Howard plus 31.5.
I mean, to think that somebody has to win 102-70.
It's crazy.
That is legitimately the realization of what that line is. So it's interesting, man. But I am interested in what you think what Kansas's situation could be in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they have, if all parts go correctly, I think Sweet 16 is their peak. If all parts go well, I mean they could make a run, I suppose. But to me, it just feels like you're looking at a team that's extremely offensive efficient, and defensively they're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country, and that's Duke. I don't know if KU can, even on, if you took their best day and you took Duke's best day, they're not beating Duke. Duke is a better team than them. And even Duke without Caleb Foster, I think, is still better than KU is. I think KU gets to the Sweet 16 because I think, stars show up in big moments. And I think if there's a moment where against St. John's, it's coming down to it, Darren Peterson is going to be able to do some Darren Peterson things, and he'll be able to elevate them to the Sweet 16. But I think that's as far as they get. Melvin Council Jr. is the guy that has to have maybe the best tournament out of anybody else because he was not that great in the Big 12 tournament, and it showed on a regular basis in both of the games that they played. Even though they beat TCU, he struggled. It feels like if KU's going to have any chance at making a deep run, Melvin Council Jr. is going to have to be playing good basketball and not exactly what we saw in the Big 12 tournament.
What's the pressure for Bill Self if they don't even reach that peak?
To me, this is always a weird question, and I'm not saying that's a weird question like it's a bad thing. But
no, yeah.
It's the question of, what was Bill Self washed? If he doesn't make it here, does this mean that he's lost it a little bit? Which I just disagree with, because we know how crazy March Madness is. We know how nuts it is, where Darren Peterson could go out and have the best game of the season, and they still lose the game. I think that's fully possible with this tournament, where if one of your guys doesn't quite play as well, it's not even a Bill Self thing as much as it is maybe it just happened on a last-second shot. Or so, like, Bill Self could coach his butt off, and then somebody hits a crazy buzzer beater and they lose the game. We're not going to sit back, and of course that's an extreme circumstance. But
should have fouled.
But I mean, if they lose to St. John's, I don't think people should be disappointed or mad about it, because St. John's just won the Big East tournament. They've shown that they're very, very capable defensively of being one of the best teams in the nation, and they're going to make it uncomfortable for Darren to be able to do anything. So, I mean, I could see them losing to St. John's, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing for Bill Self. Just kind of the optics of the tournament maybe forced myself to lean that way, I guess.
Did we not just do this last year with St. John? Like, didn't they win the Big East last year and then go to the tournament with all this praise, and then they absolutely got bounced in the first game?
Yes, and I think that
Yes.
and I think that's why they only win one game. I think that's why they beat Northern Iowa and then they lose to KU, because I think a lot of people are drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit too much. I was debating Northern Iowa actually over St. John's, because stylistically Northern Iowa have the least amount of possessions a game. They slow the game down. And what do you do against a team that slows the game down? Well, you want to try to speed the game up and you want to expedite things a little bit. St. John's isn't necessarily that type of team. They are great defensively, but can go through massive cold stretches on offense, which is why I debated Northern Iowa. But it feels like St. John's at least get one game, but then I think KU is just going to be too good, because, again, I think star players show up in big moments. A.J. DeBonsa is going to be the reason they win the first round game. Darren Peterson, I think, is going to be the biggest reason why they end up getting to the Sweet 16, as he just comes through. And I think Melvin Council Jr. can step up. Flory's just got to stay out of foul trouble, too. If he's in foul trouble against St. John's because they've got some size, then there might be some issues for KU, I guess, in that matchup as well. You did mention, real quick, you mentioned Akron. I know somebody said they like Akron. Bet the money line on Akron. Akron's winning 2. It's going to be Akron and Hofstra in the round of 32.
Ooh,
That's why I got Hofstra going to the Sweet 16, because it's going to be a fun little double-digit double dip, if you will, in that side of the bracket.
I'm in on Akron with you.
That actually seems a little bit educational, because somebody goes, Drew's bracket's identical to my 10-year-old daughter's. He just picked all the higher seeds.
Get bent.
Yeah. So, hey, and with Akron, Tavari Johnson, man, averages 20 points a game. Dude, I'm locked in. I will say this. And this is the comeback I would have to Alex Gold. And you can even text him that I said this, and people can do
He's
this.
right next to you, is he not?
Text
I those teams. I think KU, as I said, is going to the Sweet 16. But I will say this, and Mac and I were geeking over Dominique Daniels Jr. That man has got some handles. He's only 5'10". They don't shoot threes. If he's dropping guys on one knee, like they're proposing to him in these highlights. If he drops Darren Peterson, that man should have that as his poster, his profile picture on his Twitter account forever.
See, you can't do this, Drew. This is the smart-ass man's mentality. You want to say that you're this innocent bystander to Gold, and then you want to put up a possibility that the number one player on Kansas team is going to get deer-legged by a guy that no one's ever heard of that's 5'10", and he should have a put. You can't do that.
That doesn't mean I said I did not.
Drew.
We can see it. We can hear it.
Hey, man, have fun. Hey, have fun out there being the best-looking one.
Thanks,
and
Drew.
Enjoy all the day and enjoy the best day of your life because it is the best day in college sports.
Have fun, boys. On Wisconsin. Go Badgers.
There you go. It's Drew Nixon, baby. We'll wrap this show up and get to the final result on who won when it came to our Drop Madness bracket. Hard to say fast three times in a row. I have no idea. I don't even know how to attack this thing. Here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports. Did she just wake up?
This is Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball. 96.5 The Fan, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Oh, let me tell you about my friends over at Smokehouse Barbecue, and now is the perfect time to start thinking about catering with Smokehouse Barbecue. A lot of games are going on. You don't want to miss anything. Let Smokehouse Barbecue cater all of your watch parties. Now, if you're dining in at Smokehouse Barbecue, they got a couple of new menu items that phenomenal. You're going to love the Pickle Jack sandwich. It is one of the best things on the menu right now. And they also have that burnt end and sausage chili that they do. That is by far the best chili I've ever had. They chop up the burnt ends, they chop up the sausage, and that's how they start the base of their chili, and it is fantastic. And, of course, you're always going to love those Cajun butter chicken wings with the homemade ranch dressing at every Smokehouse Barbecue. So order all of your catering at SmokehouseBBQ.com. That's SmokehouseBBQ.com, or just visit them in Gladstone, Independence, and Zona Rosa. For over 35 years, locally owned and family operated, it's Smokehouse Barbecue.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, save more on what goes into the job. Add power to your lineup with a free DeWalt 20-volt. Plus, get up to 35% off select major appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, and more. Get the job done right. Keep more in your pocket. That's Pro Savings Days. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
This is the Game of the Week Report, brought to you by Hyundai.
A full slate of pro basketball action tips off on Monday night as we push closer to the postseason. We kick things off with LA versus Detroit, OKC versus Philly, and Indiana against Orlando. Down in South Florida, San Antonio takes on Miami, followed by Memphis, Atlanta, and Houston, Chicago matchups.
The Game of the Week Report is brought to you by the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Learn how it's so much more than just another SUV at HyundaiUSA.com.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right it almost feels wrong. Because right now you can get great deals on our most popular models, including our adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Plus, there's our bold and stylish Elantra, loaded with the latest tech, or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or Ioniq 9. So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, and block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all of the action. And right now, you can make entries and win money in Missouri. And playing on Underdog is so easy. Just choose whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points and rebounds, steals, and so much more. And if you get all of your entries right, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Hey, if you think someone's scoring 83 points again in a game, get on the Underdog app. If you think you've got the knowledge that says, hey, this team's going to win the tournament, get in on the Underdog app. Download it now and use the promo code BOB to score $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5 with promo code BOB. Underdog, make plays, win money. Must be 18 and over and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms. _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
No! It's just a golf lesson, champ. Loosen up. I can't. See that Hyundai Santa Fe? Yeah. I only paid. Finish up on your own. I gotta run.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on the Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry, offer ends March 31st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Shriners Hospitals for Children has been creating wonderful opportunities for children in need. This life-changing medical care helps them do the things they've always dreamed of. Go to loveshriners.org.
Calling all college hoops fans. Make your next bet during March matchups at BetMGM go even further with an odds boost token. Simply add any tournament bet to your bet slip and activate your odds boost token. If that bet hits, you'll walk away with a higher payout for a tournament full of unforgettable moments. BetMGM is your sports book for all of it. Enjoy same-game parlays, live betting through all your favorite games, dark mode, and so much more during March matchups. And when there's a break in the tournament action or you're looking to switch things up, check out daily promotions and offers for all your favorite sports. Don't miss your chance at a bigger March matchup score with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Kansas only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary and expire in 7 days. Please gamble responsibly. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Go to 965thefan.com.
For the audio. Yeah, we've got this camera keeps freezing, so let's see if we can get it to work. Shit, man. Audio is working. He's a good-looking guy, and you are too. And you are too. Oh yeah, ruggedly handsome. No, he's just really, really handsome. No, that guy's hot. It's really funny. Mm-hmm. Woo! Heck yeah.
Wait. Bang! Woo! There it is. 57.8% of the vote. So it wasn't, a complete blowout, but pretty handily. Took care of it. Drop Lord. Yeah, absolutely. We should.
You all on versus and see if they have merchandise. That's not the same. But Alex Gold, Cody Tapp, and Lee Handsome. I mean, yeah, did she just wake up as troll? It's accurate. It's really something you could be here for is trolling. Did she? No, that guy's hot. That guy's hot. No beard.
That's exactly what I was thinking of too. We may already have an enrollment for next year, which would be. Yes, exactly. Before I was even here. Nice. I'll be in Miami in 30 days. Yeah. Woo! Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. That Akron, Nebraska, is that it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like Nebraska. We've talked about him. Yeah. Oh, it's Troy. Yeah, Troy. Only, yeah, that should be. No, it's a lot. But I thought it was, 16, 17 for sure. Yeah, I like that. I like that pick. I mean, I think it was Drew who's told us, what is it, in the last 10 years? I can't remember the exact stat, but you heard it. In the first 8 matchups on Thursday, for the last however many years, there has been a double-digit point underdog win in the first 8 matchups of today. By 4 o'clock today, there's going to be Troy, who is, underdogs by 12.5. They may be that one of those 8, so that makes sense too. I did listen to them, and I followed them. Yep, I followed them on USF. I had Akron before Drew told me about it because they take the stairs and because they shoot threes. But yeah, I followed him on that. And honestly, are we going to follow Slay on Mizzou beating Purdue? I know. I gotta put it in the bracket though. Oh, okay. Agreed. What is the line? It's only 1.5, right? And you won't know. I will not watch that. You won't like this, but I do have Houston in my national championship game against Arizona. It is a Big 12 battle. I have Michigan. I have 3 of the number 1 seeds in, so I'm not too far off from Drew in that way.
I'll pull up a text line.
Is there, this is your closing music?
Oh, that's big news. Trey Savage is going to open on the IL.
Play it here instead of over there? Or?
Shoulder engagement.
It's just the way that I've done it. It's because I've got this stuff going on over here, and I
Plus
just
Carter Jensen's working here.
habits.
yeah,
How you keep it organized.
yeah. It's kind of just the way I
I just didn't know if it gave you like an advantage, like it freed up some, something else, like,